podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the
Hakeem
body punch?
Productions.
I was hitting him with body punch, and I heard him actually he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on.
BoxingVoice.com.
So you knew you had him by that time. Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
Deontay Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
It's the champ. Shannon the champ. With the fake champ. Battalion lightning could go.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm gonna treat him like he's a C+ fighter. I'm gonna dominate him with dog this fight.
I'm talking about punishment. We're going to punish you for 12 rounds. Either the referee says you had enough, or you can say you had enough, or you can stay your ass there all night until you ain't had enough.
Man, I feel I'm the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to beat the best. And all I did was beat opponents. I worked my way from the bottom to the top. I won a title by beating top competition and top fighters. This guy was heavy title, he's a paper champion.
Do you feel that you're the best super middleweight right now?
100%.
Let's go, champ.
He can bring the pressure. He can box. I'm a true champion. I'm willing to go to his turf in Atlantic City. I'm going to step on him. I'm going to crush him. Y'all can mark my word to this. I'm going to crush him. He's a C+ fighter. I'm an A+ fighter. Come Saturday night next week, all the fans tune in because I'm going to dominate. This guy is flat footy swing wild. I'm not worried about who his trainer is because his trainer can't get in there and fight for him.
Deontay Productions.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Welcome back to your 4 o'clock edition, p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm a little late because there was a lot to do in terms of research for today's show. Today, we're going to be discussing Francis Ngannou and who his next opponent will be, whether or not that will be a boxing match. What's the odds for his next opponent? Meaning, what's the probability? What are the bookies thinking, and who are they thinking will be next? And can we make some money on getting the right pick? Errol Hawani of the MMA Hour did an interview with Francis Ngannou where I wasn't able to get through the entire thing. As you can see, I'm already late because I was trying to watch as much of that as possible because he discussed his PFL contract. He discussed Tyson Fury rematches. He discussed conversations with Wilder. And I know that Deontay Wilder's trainer is out there saying that they, have already started discussions with Francis Ngannou. Now, Ngannou didn't want to confirm that, but he certainly said he was already sent over a proposal. So, 1 + 1 = 2. If Wilder's team is saying they sent an offer and Ngannou is saying he received the proposal, you don't got to tell me that you received the proposal for Deontay Wilder for me to believe it's Deontay Wilder. Then as he got comfortable in the interview and time went by, he did say that Wilder is training in the UFC or for MMA, Wilder's been training for MMA, and that when it comes to Wilder, he does sound like he's serious about actually doing a crossover. Now, Francis made it clear that it would be Wilder that is the novice and the one with the inexperience in their potential cage match. So the butterflies and the things that he was experiencing versus Fury, that would be Wilder. But he made it clear that he would break Wilder in a cage match. I don't want Wilder to go there. That's not his thing. We don't know how good he could wrestle or any of that stuff. So maybe he wants to prove things just like a bunch of other athletes that done double sports, the Bo Jacksons and the Michael Jordans of the world. But Ngannou looks like a big dude, and the way that he, was wrestling with Fury and having all the success he had with Fury, and Wilder didn't have success with Fury when it came to, clinching on the inside. It just doesn't sound like it would be the right thing for Wilder. Now, I know you guys tell me that Ngannou is a striker, so maybe Wilder can stay off the ground and win some type of fight or do well with Ngannou in a cage on his feet. Not sure. Not sure. Not, again, really what I want, but, it is what it is. Now, thankfully, he did do that interview with Errol Hawani because he answered pretty much everything. He certainly still wants to fight in the MMA. The question was asked about whether or not he believes he will continue in boxing. He said yes, but he said he wants to do both. He said that it's really everyone else's fault because they underestimated him, and that's why. Because let me give you a bit of context. So Errol Hawani made it clear, like, you do understand you're the most sought after athlete right now. You're the most talked about right now. And he said, well, that's because they underestimated me. I knew I could box, which is true. I did a bunch of interviews. Actually, let me send those to my editor right now. I had no clue. I didn't think this guy had a shot, so I never took it seriously. So, I never interviewed anyone and said anything like, hey, what's your prediction? But since the fight took place, and it is controversial, I did interview people post. And now I'm hearing from people I respect that, they seen Ngannou actually spar Joe Joyce. And were surprised by Joyce. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't know. It's all good. We learn, we live and we learn, right? So, he obviously had been boxing because I interviewed Hakeem Rahman's brother, trainer Ibn Kaysen. He's the trainer of Cody Crowley, and he's seen Ngannou spar Joe Joyce maybe 3 years ago. And he said he told he told Ngannou and his trainer back then that they could, with the right teaching, he could be a world champ. So, guess the eggs on my face. I don't know. Maybe he could be a world champ. And that's something that I asked everyone I interviewed today at the gym. I asked them, should he take the traditional route and get some developmental fights, or should he just keep doing what he's doing? Meaning, should he look for a rematch with Wilder, look for a rematch with Fury, or a fight with Wilder, or a fight with Anthony Joshua, right? Like, should he do that, or should he go the developmental route and try to get regular fights and develop and actually, become a boxer by having those traditional developmental fights? So, yeah, I mean, this is what I want to ask you. Obviously, we also got to discuss the fact that Frank Warren wants to have a meeting with uh, Francis Ngannou, and he wants him to discuss working together. So obviously, it's not the rematch just yet for Fury because Fury is contractually obligated to face Alexander Usyk. But again, Frank is not bad at developing. Look at how he brought up Fury. Look at how he brought up Dubois. I like the idea of Francis developing. I prefer him to do that rather than going for another money grab with one of our big time fighters. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Would you prefer to see him in big fights or would you prefer for him to develop and get the proper fights he needs so that he can actually be successful in those fights if he gets in those fights again? Excuse me. We're also going to have a guest. We'll be having Hakeem Cheatham, 4:30. It'll be a quick interview. He's a prospect. I interviewed his father today, actually, at the gym, and tried to get some backstory on that style that Hakeem has. Like I said, when the editor gets time, he'll post the bag work that I got of Hakeem. It doesn't necessarily show that style, but it's actually not called the shoulder roll or the Philly shell. It's called the box. The box, which is something I've never heard of, but was definitely excited to interview his father, Gerald, and find the backstory on that particular style. It's very, very intriguing. Again, it's a mixture of that Philly shell, shoulder roll, and something else that I really can't put my finger on at the moment. But yeah, we'll have his son, Hakeem Cheatham, who had over 185 fights. And 23-time national champion. I don't understand how this kid is not signed to Top Rank or Floyd or somebody here in Vegas. I'm almost lost for words, truth be told, because I've never heard of a 23 national time champ not signed. He's in the welterweight division. They believe he could get down to 40, but we'll be talking to him in about 8 minutes. I sent him the link, so when he's ready, he'll jump on. And yeah, we'll go from there. But I do want to show you these odds. So these are the odds for Francis Ngannou's next opponent. Now, again, Wilder and his team made it clear that they are in talks with Ngannou. So whether you believe it or not, it seems the bookies do believe it, and the bookies have put Deontay Wilder at a plus 125, which means for my non-betters that you need to bet a minimum, that if you bet 100, you make 125 plus your 100 back, right? That's actually good, right? Now, Tyson is a plus 600, meaning every $100 you put down, you win $600 plus your 100 back. Now, that is less probable than Deontay Wilder. And it shouldn't be, because Fury, if boxing does anything right, Fury would give him the rematch because the rematch is hot now. You know what I mean? So it would be good to see boxing get it right for once. But we do already have the undisputed fight. So again, Fury is obligated by contract to handle that situation before he can move on to anything else. But contracts were meant to be broken, is what people say. We got a couple super chats we got to get to. First super chat coming from Kerry G. Salute to you. He says, when strikers knock you down, they ground in pounds. So no, Wilder, stay away from this. Yeah, I don't know why Wilder wants to be the first one to go over there. Actually, he won't be the first. I mean, James Toney got he got beat up over there too. But I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? You're good at what you do. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know? And you ain't gonna get the money. Now, I don't know what PFL is gonna end up paying Wilder to do a fight with them and Ngannou. I just can't see it being as much as a boxing match because I don't know. You guys got to tell me, but I never heard of a PFL pay per view. At the very least, because that's where you're gonna get your most money. It's not that I like to pay for pay per view. It's just that if the fighter is gonna make his most money, it's going to be on pay per view because no network can pay the fighter, those crazy purses. So I just don't get why Wilder would go over there and subject himself to getting in a tough ass fight. But I got Kerry G with another $5 super chat. He says, looked up Hakeem. It doesn't look like he was managed right early in his career, or dad just wanted to match him difficult early with 4 losses. I don't know if you mean amateurs, but Hakeem Cheatham is a pro now with 185 amateur fights. So I don't know if you got the right guy or not. But I'll show his box rec in a bit because just so you know the right person. This is him, and this is a bad picture. Obviously, he looks super young here, but he's definitely got the welterweight frame. Even though they're gonna drop him down to 40, according to his dad. We'll see what he tells us today on the interview. But he is scheduled to fight again in Houston, and that's what his dad told me. And sure enough, it's on BoxRec. So, they're going to move him. Let's see. Yeltsin, whoever. 36. 1 loss to Jeffrey Gonzalez. Jeffrey keeps winning from Puerto Rico in Connecticut. Yeah, I mean, he's doing it on their own right now. I don't know why. His father indicates a reason as to why he believes they haven't signed his son, but you got to check out the full interview for that. And we'll be interviewing Hakeem in about 3 minutes if he's on point and on time. Then we'll do that. And yeah, also we're taking your calls. Remember, these are the odds for the next opponent for Francis Ngannou. Looks like Wilder is the favorite to get the fight at a plus 125, while you got Tyson Fury at a plus 600, Anthony Joshua at a plus 600, Alexander Usyk at a plus 800, Derek Chisora plus 1,000, Dillian White plus 1,200, Joe Joyce plus 1,600, and Joseph Parker plus 2,000. So if I had it my way, because Tyson is fighting Alexander and he obviously can't face Ngannou next, then I would want Wilder. If Ngannou and his team do not want to develop, if they choose to not want to go the traditional route and decide, all right, we got the money fight, let's just now develop, get some fights to really do this. If they decide not to do that and they decide they'd rather do another big name, then I'd rather that big name be Deontay Wilder. That's what I would prefer. You feel me? So yeah. What else are we talking about? We're talking about the fact that Frank Warren also wants to meet with Francis Ngannou to discuss working together. So those are all positive things. On the Errol Hawani show, he made it clear that he wants to do both, though. So that was a bit disappointing. Um, it's like there's no way you're gonna make the same money or get the same attention in PFL. Like, I don't watch PFL, but I'm told the UFC is, you know, the NBA and PFL is like, a Chinese league or something like that. I don't know. I don't watch those sports, but that was the metaphor I was given. And I could be wrong. Maybe that's not true. You can tell me. You can also call in. The number to call 1-425-569-5241. Press one time to voice your opinion if you're on the Voice of the People hotline. And remember, you can use Twitter Spaces and Discord to call in and voice your opinion. Looks like I got Brandon. Oh, Brandon, hold that thought, champ. Damn.
What up, Ness?
Hold that thought, brother. My guest
Hello?
just rang in, bro, so I'll be right with
Wait,
you.
no, don't take me up.
Nah,
Let
nah.
me talk before he comes on.
I just got my guest, brother. I can't. Uh Hakeem, what's going on, my brother?
What's going on?
Oh man, happy to have you, man. Thank you for coming on the show. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this
Sir.
is Hakeem Cheatham, 147-pounder. But I spoke to your dad today. He says you looking to go down to 140.
Yup, that's right. That's right. hmm
Okay, so how possible is that 140 in your opinion?
It's very possible.
So so are
I
you making it for this fight in Houston?
yeah, for this fight, I'm making 140.
Okay, wow, okay.
Yup,
So
I think I can get down to like 130.
wow. Really?
Yeah.
That'll
Mhm.
be amazing for you for sure. That'll be great. Gives you an advantage for sure with your frame because I feel like you're a big kid. I mean, at 58, I mean at 5'8", that's tall. You know, those welterweights that height. Tim Bradley's that height. Crawford's that height.
Mhm.
Allegedly, have you stood next to Crawford? He was in the gym that day.
Yeah, nah, Crawford got to be like he got to be like 5'9", 5'10". He's taller than me. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
So
He's
I
taller
was
than me.
I was talking to your dad today, trying to get some backstory on this on your fighting style. What do you call it?
I don't have a name for it. I think it's nameless. I know my dad likes to call it, like the real Philly shell. Um, I mean, yeah, I just think it's our style. I don't think no one anywhere could do it. You know what I'm saying? No one ever really has done the style. You know what I'm saying? And I'm adding my own little twists and my own little kinks to it, and it's just becoming my style. You know?
And you use that throughout the amateurs as well, or has that been something you guys transitioned to now that you have turned pro?
We used it all through the amateurs. Of course, I've gotten better at it. I've twisted it, I've tweaked it, but all throughout the amateurs, people have known me as the kid who leans back, the lean back style.
Yeah, I that's what I said. I said it's like a Philly shell, or oh, did he get a call?
Oh, damn.
You back?
Yup.
Yeah, so that's what I kind of how I we lost him again. He's getting calls.
Oh,
You got it?
yup,
Is it
yup.
the service or phone calls?
It phone calls.
Oh shit. Popular kid. He gonna have to hit that do not disturb if he got that iPhone. Champ. Damn. You back.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you. I hear you. Holy no.
I'm gonna see if I can try to. It might be the connection as well.
Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Oh, damn. All right. Maybe. We gonna let him stop driving. I'll text him. But in the meantime, we're gonna take some calls. Brandon, I'll go back to you. What is up? Talk to me.
Yeah. What up, Ness? Did he stop? Did you get the call with him, or what's going on?
Nah, it was
Like
the
what?
service.
It's breaking up.
Yep.
I got you. Yeah. So the question is, who will Ngannou next opponent be? Interesting question, I suppose. I believe if there was anybody that I would want to see Ngannou fight, it would probably be Wilder first, because I want to see if he has like real skill to get a win in like professional boxing, because we haven't really seen that yet. I would like to see that. I like to see him fight. He's a good fight. Like I say this a lot, but he's the guy. He's tough as hell, bro. Like he's tough. He's got muscles, skill with fighting. He just the only issue is like he got to throw his hands more. He got to throw his hands more. Gotta keep like showing out. Stepping forward with this punches, making sure all of it goes towards the correct spots. And he would be a super interesting fighter to watch on pay per view or any other videos, because he's so muscular and built and big. And Wilder would be like a perfect fit for him. Maybe AJ, possibly AJ. It would be interesting. But the problem here's the problem with that though, because he's ranked as like number 500 on right now, like with the WBC or whatever, because he hasn't really fought many people. Which means that to fight somebody. Well, he did fight Tyson Fury. That's crazy to me. Like he fought like a top one, like guy, like already off the bat. Like that's a freaking accomplishment in and of itself. And he almost won that. And like looking back at first when I saw the fight, I was like, man, this is like a crazy. This is like not that interesting. But then like looking back at the fight, like looking at like how it all played out, I'm thinking like, dude, like this is crazy. Like we just witnessed like an amazing, legendary, historical fight. Like if you think about it, this guy won by Tyson Fury. This guy won by one judge. And if he won like two more rounds, or sorry, if what's his name? If Ganu won like two more rounds, whatever, fucking man, like that's crazy, because he could have, like, if he won just like two more rounds, he could have won the whole thing. He could have beat Tyson Fury and become like a world champion. Like at that point, I would say honestly, this historical fight would probably go down as like one of the biggest steals ever in history from judges. Like people are gonna rethink judges at this point and the scorecards and how they interpret fights. They're gonna look at that differently now,
Why?
because
Did you have
though
Ngannou winning?
I thought he was gonna I thought it was going to be a walk in the park for Tyson Fury. I thought he was going to easily blow by.
But did you have him
Uh,
winning?
I didn't have Ngannou. No, I didn't have Ngannou winning the fight.
Hmm.
I had Tyson Fury winning the fight
All
by
right,
knockout.
champ. That was the bell. Let me see here. What? Yeah, I don't know what's up. He must have a bad connection. Yeah. All right, moving on. I will try and get him again. LV Slugger, what's up? That's unfortunate. We'll get him back
TV.
on. What's up, LV?
Yeah, man. Never was able to call in and give my thoughts on what happened, man. Disappointed with Ferry, man. Very disappointed
Do you have a Bluetooth
performance.
on? Because
You know,
we can't really hear you, my friend.
y'all can't hear me. Y'all can't hear me.
Uh, Give me a sec.
Still can't.
Give me a
Still,
sec, LV. Mr. Cheatham. Not.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
You sure? Cause you freezing in. Did you get my message? Just hit me when you not driving. Don't worry, we got you.
Okay, okay, I will. I'm
All
like
right.
5 minutes away from where I'm going.
Don't worry. Hit me up on DM. Let me know when you're ready. LV, come on back, brother.
How it sound?
You straight.
Yo, man, disappointing performance from Fury, man. You know what I'm saying? Him being the position he is. You know, a lot of folks got him as the number one heavyweight. You know, I had him number one as well, but disappointing performance, man. You know, you let a guy who's never has no boxing record. You know what I'm saying? He's 0-0, and he come in and was the best heavyweight we got. You know, he does what he does that. You know, I felt like with Fury having the experience he has, doing what he's been able to do in his career, I felt like the stoppage had to happen. You know, just disappointed, man. We seen Floyd what Floyd able to do with McGregor. You
Your
know, Floyd
service ain't
wasn't
the
even
greatest,
stopping
brother.
guys, man.
You I don't know if you're using a Bluetooth or what, but it's not the greatest.
You hear me?
Say again.
It's still bad now.
I mean, you sound better, but you broke up on the word bad for sure.
Yeah, man, I'm on a back road, man.
Nah,
So
you
I
way
mean, if it
better
just get
now.
even
You
worse, you
way
could just
better
cut me
now.
out. Just
You way better now. You perfect now.
but yeah, man, you know, Floyd doing what he was able to do to McGregor, and you know, at that stage of Floyd's career, he wasn't stopping, you know, boxers. You know, he was taking them 12, you know, just basically, you know, putting on a boxing clinic, and you know, he did what he did against McGregor, and he was able to get the stoppage. You know what I mean? So I just felt like the stoppage was needed, especially for the sport, man. You know, I feel like this set the sport back with what Fury just did, because now you're gonna have MMA fans believing that they can just come in, no boxing record at all, and beat the top guys. And you know, I think that'll hold the sport up. You know, we got a lot of guys coming up
I mean,
who
is
may
it a
not be as
bad
popular
thing
as.
though? Is it a bad thing? Like, bruh, you know how many eyeballs was on the sport
I mean,
because of this fight?
that's what I'm saying though. As far as that tip on the money tip, I don't feel like it's bad. You know, if of course get your money, but I'm saying on a pure boxing thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you got boxers coming up that been boxing their whole life from kids, and it's gonna take them longer to get to that championship
Yeah, I
status because you
mean,
got
I
the
mean,
champ.
but why you get feeling sorry for that dude? Like, listen, it never been just about fighting. It always been about entertainment. Like Eddie Hearn told Wilder a long time ago, and guess what? Wilder had to do what Eddie Hearn said, not because he said it, but because it was true. You got to build your profile. Like that's just part of the sport. That's why Tank ain't give
I mean,
nobody to fight. He get to fight who he want to. But when there's another Ryan who got their profile, he gives you the fight. So it ain't on Ngannou fault or any MMA fighter that takes quote unquote someone's opportunity. It's their own fault. You got to be more than just the boxer these days.
that's what I mean by you're messing up the sport because you got to do all that. I mean, these guys are coming up
Well,
boxers.
but
It,
LV,
it
if you
shouldn't
call it,
require to be
if the
as
greatest
popular just to
boxers,
get the opportunity at the belt.
if the biggest
It shouldn't. You
boxers in
shouldn't do
this
all that.
sport,
That's why David Benavidez still hasn't got his shot.
David
Canelo.
Benavidez ain't
You
get his
know,
shot
they keep
at the
talking
title because he
what
don't
you're saying
listen.
because he ain't because what
You breaking up again
because he don't what.
because he ain't listen.
Nah, I just felt like this was bad, man. This was bad, man. Fury. I think to answer the question, I'm just gonna go ahead and answer the question for my time run out. I feel like you got to go back in the rematch. I think that's the biggest lucrative uh fight for both men. You know, I'm not sure how many numbers this first fight did, but I know a lot of folks were talking after the performance. So I feel like Fury's gonna have to right his wrong and go straight back in the rematch
Hey,
and see
feel
if he
like
can
it's your time.
show these MMA guys
Really
like
feel
you
like
have
your
no
time.
business in the ring with the top boxers. You know what I mean? So I feel like for both
That
men,
was the bell champ. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think it's a bad thing. Um, I like Ngannou in the sport. Remember, I'm also the same guy that didn't mind McGregor. I'm the same guy that told McGregor after the Mayweather loss, fight Paulie, come back, have a real career. How could you walk away from what he made, like 100 mil? You gonna walk away like they gave you 100 mil to fight Floyd. So what? They might give you 10 to fight Paulie? Like that is something wrong with that? You understand what I'm saying? You could still be a draw. You don't gotta beat the top, and that's all I'm saying about Ngannou. I hope when he sit down with Frank, they not trying to throw him in the next AJ fight, which is something I gotta show you here because obviously even now, you know, AJ, everybody wants a piece of Ngannou. That's the one thing Errol Hawani said that's true. Everybody wants a piece of this Ngannou business now, and there you can see, and I quote, Eddie Hearn says, and I quote, now I'm thinking Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua, perhaps in Africa, perhaps the Rumble in the Jungle too, is one of the biggest fights in history of sport. And I promise you this, respect to Francis, but easy work for my man. And AJ got history with the Saudis and the princes, and so does Eddie. They could probably make it happen. Francis did say to Errol Hawani that he has a proposal. He didn't want to say what it was, but he certainly said he had a proposal. Um, which, shout out to Alex, he has for us ready to give you that information.
Not it. I'm competing in both.
But which is the next
There
one?
is not. There is not. The next one, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really know. As Chucky said earlier, the they get some proposal that
And once again, shout out to Errol Hawani and the MMA Hour, or this is MMA uh, Fighting SB. Shout out to him. I also reached out to him on Instagram, but he's got a million point something followers. You're probably never gonna see that DM, but hopefully he does, and you know we can get Errol or Ariel or Errol on the show and talk to unboxing with him, and his ideas and what he believes because Francis made it clear, like, yo, I'm gonna let you know. So, you know, Arrow probably will get the scoop and drop it.
I talk with my team, and we're gonna get a response. Give them a response earlier. We deeply think about that offer, and we're gonna respond early, soon.
Can I ask you what the offer is?
Nah,
Okay. Fair.
I'm competing.
But as he clipped it there. Shout out to Alex once again for the help. Um, but right after that is where he says, like, he'll more than likely let Ariel know uh, what it's gonna be or what's going on. Damn, what the hell? Well, moving on, the number to call in 1425-569-5241. Press 1. One time to voice your opinion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm going to go to you, champ, because truth is, you were the only one that believed, man. What soundbite do I have that can represent you being the only one that believes, huh? Hmm. Wait, wait. Do I still have the movies file? Because it would be good to get you that Robert De Niro. I do have it. Is it Robert De Niro when he's like, you can't handle the truth? But yeah, I don't know. I have it. Don't know where it's at. But Anthony, you were the only one, bro. You were the only one that thought Francis can do something and definitely said he would cause Tyson all that trouble. What up, bro? Talk to us.
Me my credit, man. I appreciate you giving me my credit. You remember and you don't forget because I did say it now. But I only said it because I've watched a lot of Francis and like that's the bully, right? Fury's a bully to the boxers. This guy bullies like MMA fighters. When he walks in the room, everybody shuts the fuck up. That's the kind of dude we're talking about. And everybody saw just how strong, just how get the hell out of the way kind of power he got. Now, his next fight is going to be against Deontay Wilder in MMA in a 2-fight deal. The second fight will be in boxing. The first fight will be in MMA in the PFL. Because that's the way you make a splash if you're the PFL. Because they ain't got nobody over there for him to fight. France has been fighting these UFC heavyweight killers. Who the fuck is in PFL? They don't have one guy to put him in there with that's going to draw anything. And in Francis' contract, he's got a I think it's like $3 or $5 million guaranteed for his opponent. So they have to put somebody in there that's going to be able to draw something. I'm talking about in the cage. Now, I think it's going to be Deontay Wilder making his MMA debut. And you know what? I think it'll be an interesting fight. Deontay in 4-ounce gloves, he might kill somebody. I know you buying that, Ness. I know it. Come on. Tell me you won't buy it.
I'm gonna see it. I ain't paying for no UFC pay per view, but I don't. I'm strongly against Wilder doing the first fight over there. It's gonna be like, bro, that's not good for him. That's not good for him. I don't think so.
Exactly.
But
It's
if
going to be really bad
if he
for
could
him.
prove me wrong, okay. But
No,
I don't
he's
see
not.
why you do
He's
that.
going to get fucked up,
I still don't see why you do that, and I don't see how the UFC could. I mean, the PFL could pay for that. Wilder is a multi-million-dollar fighter. How they gonna pay for that? Like, are PFL fights
Because
on
he
pay
that
per view?
dog. And the hell no. They have no pay-per-view
I
division, but they want to create a pay-per-view division.
But if you ain't got no pay per, I don't know, bro. I don't know how you gonna do that fight. Like, how you gonna pay Wilder? Wilder's used to 10
Because
million.
Well, if you watch Ariel's show, you know that the guy over there did an interview as well. If you listen to his interview, he tells you how they paid Francis, and
Yeah,
he said
they
we're
paying
okay
Francis.
with.
They paying Francis for a deal, not a one-off fight. Wilder's a one-off fight. So, but tell me though, tell me how much they gonna pay him in your opinion to fight Ngannou
as
in
much
a
as he wants.
as much as he want?
Yes, like you name the number that's going to take for him to get in that octagon. I bet you CFL will pay it because they have no other incentive to not pay it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to put that guy in there with
Bro, but you
somebody.
gotta make a return, bro. You can't give Wilder 100 million.
But it's not
No, not 100 million, but he'll do it for 35. I bet you he will. Now I want to
How
see
do they make
Francis
their money
fight
back off
AJ.
$35 million just to one fighter?
They don't. They don't. And the owner said that we're okay
Okay.
with losing money if it's for exposure because just like the Saudis, did they make any money this
I
weekend?
get you. Listen, PBC did it, Matchroom did it, but that is the clock, Anthony Ant. You know how it goes, champ. If you want extra time, you could do a Cash App. Let me put that on the screen. Because today someone got, and that's so unfortunate that my audience is getting robbed by some criminal. But I am trying to communicate with Cash App to get me verified so that this stops. Nip it in the bud. Let's see here. Oh shit. So that's what it is. PFL sells minority stake to SRJ Sports Investments, upcoming super fight series headed to Saudi Arabia. Of course, if you got the Saudi money, then it's then I can see why Wilder's getting in there. I don't see Wilder is a man with so much bravado and pride. He wants to be that first person to get the win in MMA, but I don't know, bro. That all those foot locks and leg locks and arm bars. That's not like, I don't think that's like boxing where you can learn how to box and do what Ngannou did. I feel like that armbar shit and all that other shit, bro. You got to learn that shit over a numerous amount of years to be good at that because somebody gonna put you in the chicken wing, man. I'm mad Wilder want to do that shit, bro. He got to be careful, bro. That shit gonna get dangerous. Big Gucci, what up?
What up, man? Another show. Everybody hit that like and subscribe, man. Shout out to you, Grinder. That is not, yeah, man. I've been listening to you. That is not a good idea for a while to entertain that, man. Listen, the way he's built for boxing, man. Slim, fast, with power and precision in that straight right, man. They put him in the octagon. You know those dudes gonna go for the legs, man. They gonna tackle his ass down, man, and damn near break his foot off with a leg lock, man. He's got them toothpick legs, bro. Um, nah, man, 35 million. Nah, he can make more in boxing, man. He can definitely make. And that if he fights AJ, I feel like they both make like 35, 40 million a piece. Straight up, man. Boxing. They gonna really have to make a juicy offer, man. I feel like for Wilder to entertain that, I feel like he would need at least 50 to 60 million, bro. Not gonna lie.
He
That's
better have a ridiculous number because again, that's some shit he never done. It's I don't know, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I mean, he could sell any fight, man, just because he's the most devastating puncher in the last 25 years, man. But that's definitely not something I'm trying to see, man. If I'm being honest, I want to see Ngannou pursue boxing and get that bag, man. He's got a future. He's young for a heavyweight, and um, I feel like if he gets that AJ fight, that's a dead even fight right there, man. I don't know who I got winning in that fight. Ngannou showed that he got that fast stab jab to the body, man. Yo, he surprised me. He looked slow as hell in the punching the bags, doing the mitt work, man. He looked so slow,
I mean,
man.
he looked
That
slow
caught
in
me
the
way off
fight.
guard.
He looked slow in the fight. Listen, don't be fooled, bro. That was Fury giving Ngannou hella respect, and maybe he deserved it because of the power. But what the fuck was Ngannou doing? He didn't do much.
Yo, he actually hit that stab jab to the body sharp, man. I was like, damn. And the one thing I was so impressed, man, shout out to his coach. Man, he was so disciplined with keeping that right hand covering that chin. I feel like that's the mistake a lot of these MMA fighters make because they're like their hands free to block like kicks and whatnot. You know what I mean? But man, he was so disciplined with that guard on the right chin. And after saw the fight and I watched some interviews, it all makes sense, man. He started boxing before MMA, and that's how he was successful in the MMA, man. He was a lethal striker and had just recently, I think his past 5 fights started to submit people because he learned the ground game, but he came up with his striking skills, with his boxing skills, man. That's why I'm like, damn, bro, he's got the basic fundamentals and he's disciplined with that jab. Like he was gassed out, but he protect that chin, man.
It feel
And
like it's
he,
your time, but it's not your
but yeah,
time.
man, that's my time. Uh, yeah, hit that like, man, and subscribe. Wilder, no to MMA, man. It's too dangerous. Ngannou versus AJ. Ngannou versus Usyk. Fury rematch. Let's get it, boy.
Appreciate you, champ. We got on why Ngannou believes there is no talks of a rematch with he and Francis. Excuse me, he is Francis, with he and Fury.
Why isn't Francis versus Tyson 2 being discussed? I feel like that's a bigger fight now than Tyson versus Usyk. Why isn't that on the table?
Hey, I think because they underestimate me earlier, and then step out and sign a Usyk fight.
Hmm.
And now that I'm like, oh, they basically little bit have their hands tied. And in fact, I'm not sure if that Usyk fight is happening or anytime soon because I don't think he's in the position to fight in December.
Why?
Now, I watched this interview. So after that, he says, look at me. You see, I seen the pictures of Fury, and he doesn't look like he could fight in December. And he said, I didn't I don't look like him, and I wouldn't fight in December. So he believes Fury is hurt from their meet and probably won't be fighting in December, which is obviously kind of what's being indicated to us by the reports. But let me get to High and Low Sports Fans from $2. He says the boxing voice is more. Appreciate you. Kerry G right back at us. Third super chat. Must have been amateur career on BoxRec. Yeah, I don't know what's up. We'll get him back scheduled. We got High and Low Sports Centrum right back at us. $2. He says the boxing voice is made. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's go out to Big Boss Nino.
Yo, Nash, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, dog. I know I called in earlier, but just listening to these calls, man, Tyson Fury really got the boxing game fucked up, man. Like, these last couple cards, this shit is outrageous, man. I don't know what the fuck these niggas got going on, but I'm hearing nigga just said Ngannou over AJ, and I'm like, God damn, bro. I know Ngannou looked better than what we all thought he would, but motherfuckers is acting like he the best heavyweight in the world or some shit. And I get he making the money and whatnot, but just off pure skill, we've been watching boxing way too long to come up with this foolishness, man. Like this becoming some whole WWE shit, man.
But but
And
but 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 this the thing, and I'm not saying
what's
you
up, man?
not right, bruh. I'm not saying that, but like
Come on.
people looking at the triangle theory, they saying we thought Tyson beat AJ easy. Ngannou just, you feel me? And now like
Come
so
on.
it's like, yo, maybe he could beat AJ when you got Andy beating AJ.
Oh
Ngannou
my
got to punch harder than him. I'm not saying that.
God.
I'm saying how they looking at it.
Man, Fury, man, Ngannou gave these MMA niggas a little bit of hope, and it's over with, bro. They running with this shit to the bank, man. And I'm hearing fucking dude said Wilder would get 35 million in the MMA shit. I'm like, when the fuck? I don't even think Ngannou was getting
Nah,
millions to
but
fight in the
but the
UFC.
PFL got bought out by the Saudis.
Oh, well, that shit ain't, nigga, I ain't going over there for no 35 million to get choked out. Nigga, I ain't worried about that. But about this and got like, bro, I've been hearing so many wild takes today, man, just about Ngannou, period. This shit really pissing me off, man. I'm sorry. Like, they saying this guy could be Joseph Parker, Wardley, and all this shit. And I'm just like, bro, y'all, how long niggas been watching boxing, man? Like, I legit, motherfuckers, I don't know if they casuals or they dead ass serious. But, and I'm not hating on Ngannou. Like, if he want to get in there and fight some other
But
boxers and he
but but
win,
but
all
but
hats off
Nino,
to
so
him.
what the fuck happened then? Hold on, cause like
I don't think,
You even saying Wardley could beat Ngannou?
what the fuck, man? Why can't, bro? Ngannou ain't good,
But
man. And
why
I
the
don't
fuck?
think nobody,
So then why Fury ain't handle him better than that? Like yeah, he won on my
uh,
eyes, but
Fear,
he
man,
ain't beat
Fear.
him
That
up.
was the worst. That was the worst version of Fury I ever seen in my life,
He
and I don't
still
even think
ain't
he
beat
took
up a
this
0
fight
and 0
serious,
dude though.
man.
He ain't beat up a 0 and 0 dude. He just got the win. He ain't beat him up.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I don't even think he took this fight serious, man. Like I really don't. When I watched that fight, I did not see a Tyson Fury giving that shit 100%, man. I really didn't, dog. I really didn't, man. And I might be wrong, bro. If he went in there and he tried his hardest, he need to go ahead and vacate the belt, man. Like that ass, because he would have 5, 6 losses if that's how he was fighting, bro. Like this whole way up. And I think he just underestimated him, man. Like I said, he fought better than what I was expecting. But even with that performance, I'm not finna sit here and say, oh, this guy could beat AJ and he could beat fucking Zang and all these niggas. Like, bro, y'all need to relax, man. Y'all gotta relax. And like I said, man, I know it bring money to the sport. It bring eyes. That's great. But these motherfuckers with these takes is pissing me off. Man, I don't know. I know you like talking about the shit. But when I'm hearing this nigga could beat, I mean, they want to see him versus Usyk and all this shit. It's like, god damn, like what the fuck? It's that easy, huh? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I want fucking matter of fact, I want Adesanya versus fucking Bivol, man. That's what we need next, man. Since shit, Izzy got like 5, 6 wins in boxing, man. What's wrong with Adesanya versus Bivol?
I
That
don't
nigga
know who the.
fight at like 180.
I don't. e-
That's the African guy he was walking with, man. We might as well, man, line
Bruh,
that fight
bruh,
up,
somebody
man.
tagged me in a boxing match with him. That dude was getting bodied. I don't know how he got whatever wins you talking about he got.
That's what I'm saying, man. Nah, man, this shit's so easy nowadays, man. I want Izzy versus fucking
Anyway, you
Bivol.
feel like it's your
Man, I'm
turn
out
to
of here. I
compete,
ain't even speaking on this
but it's
shit no
not your
more.
turn
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna get up
compete.
with you next.
You got it. You got it. Yeah, man. Look, man. I mean, shit. I don't know what to say. Like, Ngannou, he got the fan base and he lasted with the heavyweight champ. I mean, I don't think that it is out of the reach for people to believe that he can beat other people since he did whatever it is that he did. I don't think he did good the way people think. Like I don't see that performance and automatically think he can beat AJ or Wilder. It's the opposite. I mean, I'm not an AJ fan like that, so I don't know what he could do to AJ. I'm gonna be real, but Wilder he can't beat. That's why I'm like, damn, why you about to go do this MMA shit, especially first too? Like, why would you do it first? Like, get your boxing win, then go over there, and at least it looked like you being sympathetic. Like, yeah, I whooped his ass in my sport. Let me just go over there. But you about to come over to his shit, get yourself put in a chicken wing, and then what, man? Break your arm. You probably can't even box. See, Dub,
Yo, how the audio?
straight.
Straight, that's what's up. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button, it's free. Do something with yourself, you know. Hold on, my guy. Yo, you know, I heard you giving props out, man, you know, to the people that gave Ngannou a chance, a puncher's chance, and a chance to
I
do
mean,
the shot the boxing.
Anthony actually did that. I don't remember that many
Right,
people doing what he did.
right. Yeah, not yeah, because I was trying to educate people that would listen, you know, to the hardcores, you know, that Ngannou got a puncher's chance, you know. And he showed it. He showed he got a puncher's chance to the world. Now the world want to see him with other great boxers, other, you know, all-time boxers like Wilder, because they thought he has a puncher's chance. You know, hardcore boxing fans could be naive because you know they're very knowledgeable of the boxing science and the sweet science. But I just hope this educates and enlightens. You know, certain MMA fighters are strikers, and they got a puncher's chance because they know how to punch, and they got power. And Ngannou is one of the most. I mean, he got one of the most powerful
I don't
punches
know, man. You might need
in
to
this
listen to
world.
that interview he did with Errol Hawani because he make it clear that you know he was trying to conserve energy. That he was like, I ain't never been here. I don't know if I'm gonna have energy. He said that he walked into the ring thinking about that. So, that's indicative
Right,
of his
right,
performance.
Right, right. And we all saw with the high level boxing eyes that we got. You know, we saw the check hooks that Ngannou was landing. We saw the uppercut that he was doing in the clinch. He was doing some good stuff in there, boxing wise. You know, just fight game wise, he wasn't falling for all of Fury's feints. You know, I kind of thought Fury was gonna time that when he didn't fall for that feint. Like I was like, okay, Fury about to come with that too, because he's not falling for the feint. He's not moving. But Fury didn't do it. I don't know why. Maybe, I mean, maybe people going to say, just don't be so naive, man, that Fury didn't try. Like, let's not say the landing on the moon wasn't real now. Just give credit to Ngannou. Just say Fury, don't underestimate the boxer and say, or the MMA fighter say they don't have a puncher's chance. Say they got a puncher's chance. Come prepared. Come prepared, you know, as if you was fighting somebody of the caliber, so you won't look like, and you got fans out here saying now you wasn't going 100%. Now you getting your ass beat in front of now you getting your ass beat in front of millions of viewers or hundreds of thousands of viewers, and you like it. That's what you got people saying now. Like the land on the moon was fake now. Like, nah, man. He underestimated the MMA fighter to the point to where he said he don't got a puncher's chance, and he didn't give him a chance at all. And he came in there and he looked the way he did.
Yeah, it's
Just coming
funny,
in
man.
prepared in this point, man.
Ngannou said that Fury told him some shit right before the fight was starting. He said he told him something like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you to school."
Yep. And now, Wilder. Everybody want to see the statue with Ngannou. I don't. It's not going to be a boxing match. They might clinch, but Wilder's going to be trying to knock his head off before they clinch. So if he could make it to the clinch, he could do that little arm shit he did with Fury. But he gonna have to make it to the clinch. As Dominique Brazil, if he made it to the clinch, Wilder gonna try to take his head off, man. You hit me.
So Wilder gonna do better?
Yeah, they're gonna be a boxing match. I think he gonna knock him out.
Mm.
He gonna be asleep. Statue shit, And then I don't think his trainer gonna take Ngannou lightly since he did what he did to Fury.
That
He's
is
gonna give him
true.
a puncher's chance.
It's too
You know.
late. They seen him now, but now there's Tate. It's different. Fury got to face the true undefeated and unseen version. Like now, Wilder and Malik Scott got Tate.
Right, right. And they see him. They see he didn't fall for them feints. His head gonna be right there to be hit. So I mean, yeah, he could rob the bank a few more times, man. This fight has given MMA fans and hope that all MMA fighters could do this, and it's just not the case. He had a special night. Maybe Fury didn't take him serious, but yeah,
O'Malley
man. Now
coming
we,
up, baby. O'Malley
yeah,
Tank.
you got O'Malley Tank. Now you got people saying Adesanya Bill. You got people saying Adesanya Bivol. You got people saying Jorge Masvidal and goddamn. They just throwing all type of names out there now, man. So me being a hardcore UFC fan and a hardcore boxing fan, it's entertaining to me. It's fun to me. But yeah, I know, I know the worlds they'll come together, but they really shouldn't mix like that. Shout out TBV, smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself.
All
You may
right.
feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Uh, fuck. So I wanted to show this because my man's is call him cocky now. I love it though. He deserves to be cocky. You know what I mean? I certainly didn't think he would last that many rounds with Fury.
Blame him because everybody was like that. Oh, Francis Ngannou can do 3 rounds, can do this, can do blah 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 blah. And then that shit almost get in my mind. Like I barely was there almost fighting. I'm like, okay, am I going to do this? Like, how am I feeling? You know, basically, then he was after the 8 rounds, and I'm like, which round is this? Eight. Went to the 9th round. I'm like, okay, how are you feeling? The 9th round, I was just about like feeling myself. Am I tired? Can I move? I don't want to lose focus on this. And we get in the 10th round. I'm like, yeah, just like in the gym, I can do this. Like, I feel good. It's 10 round, only 3 minutes left. Why step on your feet, keep your position, keep your posture high, go. And then, yeah, I'm like, maybe I should put my feet on the gas a little bit more.
He certainly should have put his foot on the gas a little bit more. Once again, shout out to Errol Hawani for the clips. This is the MMA Fighting on SBN YouTube channel here on YouTube.com. I got Fats on the check-in. What up?
Yo, Nuss,
Was good.
was good. Is this your king? Is this your king? Yeah, yeah, boy. Look, I'ma just say this shit was WWE. You get what I'm saying? Because if we sit here and say, well, give Francis and Ngannou credit, I do give him a little credit for getting in the ring. I still think it's WWE. But if y'all want to say it wasn't scripted and it was the real deal, we got to stop this shit. We got to stop this shit talking about
Oh
Fury,
shit!
the best heavyweight
You
all
think it's
time.
fake,
Yeah, man, that shit was scripted, man.
bro? You see his
I don't
face? Who wants to get punched in the face?
entertainment, entertainment. I'm gonna go out there and say it because if we sit here and say that he really fought him toe to toe and he really took him seriously and all that, all that he better than Ali and type of shit. Cut it out,
I mean,
pack it
I
up,
mean,
send
two
it,
things
send
could
it
be
home.
true though. Fast, like he could still be the greatest heavyweight and
No, he
took
can't.
the night off, and still on his night off, overweight, he still got the job done.
It's not happening. It's not happening. Ali not getting knocked down by a goddamn MMA fighter. Tyson, it ain't. It's not happening. It's not happening. He overrated. I've been waiting for him to string some years together.
Bruh,
Being on top, as they say. It's just he don't string good back to back performances. I don't. You know what I'm saying? For him to be called this great heavyweight and all this because he beat Wilder, it's overhyped. It's overhyped. He damn near lost. People saying he lost. I'm not gonna say it's a robbery because I didn't watch the fight, but people were saying that he lost.
yeah, but they don't know boxing.
But I mean, he won a split decision. So one judge said he lost. This shit ain't happening with no Ali or no Tyson. It just
So
ain't
so
happening.
Ali ain't got no split decisions.
Not against no MMA fighter. No.
I mean, listen, what's that dude from the UK that dropped Ali? You don't think that
Is he an MMA fighter?
it don't matter? I mean, look at
It
Francis,
does
bruh.
matter. It
Francis
does matter.
Francis packing that power.
But he's an MMA fighter. We're
What
not really saying say it don't matter. It does.
I
He
mean,
lost. He damn near lost to an MMA dude. Dude don't even compete in the sport.
mm-mm, bruh. He got dropped versus a cruiserweight. Like that's how Tyson is. Like he got to get up for the fight.
No, I don't want to hear that shit. Now, see, he ain't up there with them guys, man. It's overhyped because he beat Wilder, and we thought Wilder was the best. That's all it is. He ain't really stringing together back to back years of being on top and beating people like that. This dude is hit and miss. You saying he got to be in shape and all that? Nah, bro. This shit was bad. This shit was bad, and I don't want to hear none of this video game Mortal Kombat shit. MMA versus boxing. Cut it out. Cut it
You look
out.
like it's your turn.
He said video
What is
game
that
Mortal
your turn?
Kombat shit. I mean, listen, eyeballs, man. I'm trying to help the sport grow. Little bit of Tank and O'Malley. Little Tank Spank O'Malley. That's growing the sport, right? You feel me? Average boxing fan. What up?
What up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So Wilder's trying to step into the MMA. Is that what I'm hearing, or what?
I mean, it's certainly what Ngannou is saying.
I mean, it's not so far fetched, bro. I mean, I can see outside of Ngannou and Wilder in MMA, I can see fucking Wilder putting the beats on fucking Derek Lewis. the Black Beast. The motherfucker doesn't do anything but strike. But then, as a boxing, bro, I don't want to see no Wilder and Ngannou, dog. I really want to see that AJ Wilder or Wilder Zhang, bro. That's what I want to see. Cause I feel like Wilder can probably fucking knock out Ngannou. I feel like he can. I was really surprised Ngannou lasted those fucking 10 rounds. Cause I've been following him for a while in MMA, bro, and he's known to gas the fuck out. So that motherfucker went in there with some mad cardio. I mean, you don't like it because he didn't really do much, but me watching the motherfucker go 10 rounds and not gas out, that shit is incredible, bro. Because he doesn't do that shit. I don't know if Fury was taking
I
the
mean,
dude lightly or not.
this is also a slower pace. Like Fury gave him a slower pace than what he's used to. No.
Yeah, but I felt like Ngannou he fought smart. Like I think it was the first round. There's a sequence where Fury goes to the ropes and he's expecting this dude to come smother him, and nah, he stood his ground and waited to Fury come back out. So I think he played it very fucking smart. Didn't waste his punches. But yeah, bro, no Ngannou versus Wilder. I'm not trying to fucking see that. I really want to see Wilder and Big Bang. That's fucking dope. And Wilder AJ. I feel like Wilder knocks out AJ, bro. Knocks him the fuck out. Puts him in a body bag and a toe tag at the end of the night.
Mm.
Yeah, but that's all I got, bro. Wilder and MMA isn't so far fetched. There's a couple fighters in there that will just pretty much bang it out with them, bro. Blow for blow.
All right.
That's it, though, bro.
I hope, man. I hope he got in the contract, no takedown. I got bet what you got. $2 cash app. He says Ngannou has a chin, fought 10 rounds, and got a knockdown. Yeah, man, I can't say nothing about that, bro. He did what y'all say he did. He did what y'all say he did. He feel he won too. He said he woke up, he watched it back. He feel he won. Is what he said on Earl Hawani. Kerry G said no. We got High and Low Sports Center right back at us. He says the boxing voice only for a friend to go high. Holla at us. We got OC the boss.
Yo, what up? What up? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen. C Dub got a point, and Fast is funny as shit, dog. But check this out. If oh boy, look, you gotta think about it. Dude come from a foreign country, right? You know when them foreign Africans and Jamaicans and all the motherfuckers they come over here when they study shit. You know what I mean? They listen and they learn. They pick up. You know, we born and raised over here, man. We abuse this shit. This shit is nothing to us. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like this. Dude is fuck because he come from MMA. He's a fighter. That at the end of the day, after MMA, they say he's an MMA fighter. He's a fighter, right? So he fights, regardless if he roll around on the ground, regardless he got the striking game, he fights, right? Now, if they come in our sport, man, and they take that shit serious, I don't give a fuck. Shit, go ahead. You know, for the ones that can hang, man, let them hang. Shit, for the ones that can't hang, let them come over here and get rocked the fuck out of here. And so they can be like, oh yeah, boxing ain't no joke. Feel me? Shit, I want to see Ngannou fight Fury, Usyk, Wilder, AJ. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Hey, if he feel he can knock them niggas out, knock their ass out. If he get his ass knocked out, he get knocked the fuck out. Remember, he chose to come to our sport. He said he can deal with it, right? So why all these motherfuckers talking about, I don't want to see that? Bro, he chose to come to the sport. Give him his shot. You know, shit, he feels some type of way. He hung out with Tyson Fury and put the hands on him a little bit. He did his job. He did what he was supposed to do. Maybe he didn't get the win, but he showed himself. So why not give him the big fights? He showed that he can hang. You know what I'm saying? His skill level might not be what we think his skill level should be, but shit, he put a skill level up in that motherfucker, right? So shit, don't hate on the boy. Give him his shot. It is what it is. My boy Fat said this is some WWE shit. How? I'm with you, Ness. Who the fuck want to get punched all up in the face like that and get black eyes and purple eyes and all that type of shit? Man, get the fuck out of here. You tripping, bro. But that's my call, man.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. We are going out to this quick video we want to show. And this is Francis on his shape.
I was in shape. Everything went well. Had a little injuries along the way, but not a big deal, right? So I was in shape physically, but you know, I think technically, I think I could have been better if I have trained more. But that's what helped me for the next fight because now I gain this experience, and then I will get when I have another fight, I will get in this another training camp, and then just have a add on, just have to add on what I have.
So I like to hear him talk because McGregor got the big payday and left. Obviously, Francis did not make what McGregor made, so he's still considering another fight. But I just look at the PFL and the UFC. They not paying you what boxing is. I mean, Francis made $10 million. Like, how do you go anywhere else? You know. Again, if you're not trying to develop, I seen someone saying, bro, he's 37 or he's whatever age you can't develop, which is not true. You can get Francis fights every 2 weeks, just to get him into that boxing athleticism, that mobility. I mean, Joe Frazier did it, Joe Louis did it, and George Foreman did it. So ain't nothing wrong with some tune-ups. And they can sell his tune-ups. You feel me? They don't gotta pay him $10 million, but they gonna sell tickets to these tune-ups. But yeah, man. I mean, that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Rob in Las Vegas.
In the building, in the building. What's going on? What's going on?
What up?
Nothing, man. You know I'm here for the bullshit. I'm definitely here for the Ngannou Wilder. I said that earlier. Like, man, let him go ahead and gone over there and face Wilder, man. I'm all for it. Just a few points on this Fury. I can't believe you backing down on this shit. One is with the puncher's chance shit. The schooling system has failed us, obviously. But, like, dude, I feel you the whole way. Listen, to everybody listening, his one chance was to land his big punch, guys. He landed that, guys. Your puncher's chance, just know you asked for a puncher's chance. He landed the punch, guys. And that said, even if he lands the punch, Tyson's going to get up. Guess what, guys? Tyson got up. The chance went out the window when Tyson stood up. That's what I thought, but, I digress. It's whatever, man.
Bro,
We've
they
had so
laugh
many
at me.
people call in. I feel you.
They call me silly. They call me silly for that. I'm
That
like,
shit crazy. It's so simple to understand, but that's crazy though how the whole world is still just call this shit up and say whoopty whoop this. Another thing, just for facts, I don't like really calling nobody else. So I ain't really calling you out, bro. But you said that Fury wasn't great. I'd argue that two things can be true, which is that Fury is actually great, bro. He has strung together years. He's strung together years multiple times. He's just not an exciting fighter, which was my point when I called in to say that this fight would not be a knockout. Fury's not exciting, bro. He's great. He's not exciting. There's tons of fighters that were great, but not exciting. Fury is probably at the top of that list as far as the motherfucker that's great. He beats all the best of motherfuckers, but he's just not exciting. You take the Wilder fight out, bro. There's not many exciting fights this man is a part of. That's his thing. He wants to come muck it up. He's going to make it an ugly fight, and he's going to get the dub. That's what he does. That's just how it is, bro. But if you want to look it up, 2020, 2021, and 2022. If you don't think he's great, then what do you call that string of victories right there from Tyson Fury? He's just not an exciting fighter. But Francis versus Wilder, I'm all for it, bro. And I agree with C Dub. Wilder gonna knock his block off. Go. Thanks for the call, bro.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I hope so, man. I hope he do. JB, what up?
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not
Yo,
your
Ness,
time.
you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, man. All right. So, question, man. Your man that started off boxing late, man. What's his name? Michael Coffey. Didn't he start off boxing like around what, 33, 34, some shit like that?
I think it was like a little younger than that. He was in the army, and then one of his army dudes signed him up to a New York Golden Gloves, and he actually won and just kept it going.
Kept it going, kept it going. Like you said, man. There could be some good tune-ups for him and everything. You don't think the likes of him, since
Yeah, that
Kawanaki didn't
that's sellable.
retire,
That's all that's
you
sellable.
know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
the dude's a
Shit
star,
like that.
obviously, so all that shit is
Real.
sellable.
Those are realistic. I mean, to me, I think those would be good tuners for him because he's so willing to learn, be a star, pay per view, MMA audiences still come out to see him and everything. You can build his skills up. Because Mike Tyson said he achieved more, Ngannou achieved more than what they even thought he could do in the ring that night. And to be honest with you, man, all these niggas saying that Wilder's gonna just knock his block off easily, man. I know you one of them, Ness, man, but I disagree, man. I
I mean,
mean,
you also
Fury's way
thought
more.
Hellenius would beat Wilder, bro.
I thought Hellenius would last a few rounds with Wilder, man. You know what I'm saying? But all right, man. But let's keep it real though, man. Like when that elbow came down just straight, like a sharp elbow came down his face, and the motherfucker didn't even blink.
He
You know
didn't.
what I'm saying? Like,
He took
you know what I
all
mean?
Fury
Like
shots
that's
like
some shit,
nothing.
bruh. Bruh, let's be honest, man. Wilder would have buckled. AJ would have buckled. A lot of niggas would have buckled, man. He just ate that shit, man. So I'm not so sure. And those guys are not as defensively gifted as Fury is, man. With all that being said, man, that fight might be closer than we think, man. I mean, like they say you can have one performance and we can goddamn be thinking that, oh, he's greater than what he is. But if he's really willing to put his all in this sport right here, man, we got to see how far he's willing to take it, man. I like his chances, man. And even with the betting odds, man, I guarantee you this: them betting odds won't be no damn plus 800 when he fights against Wilder. They'll probably be more like a plus 300 at best. You know what I'm saying? 300 at best. You know what I'm saying, against Wilder. People start looking at that closer to like a 60-30, I mean 60-40 fight, man, when he gets in the ring with Wilder. But man, there's a lot of people that's willing to get in the ring with
So,
Ngannou. Let's see what
so
he
come
do.
on. Long
What's up?
story short is, are you picking
Long
Ngannou over Wilder?
I mean, I'll throw some bread on him. I'll definitely throw some bread on him, man. I'll definitely throw some bread on him, man. I mean, look, man. Nagano seems like he's that African king that we all been looking for and everything. He ain't entertaining no Twinkie shit. We don't see no damn chicks goddamn running his life, controlling him, and none of that shit. This motherfucker, man, he really seemed like he's cut from the cloth that we all want our kings to be. With that being said, man, I'm fucking with Nagano, man. Shout out to C Dub, man. Even though he picked Fury, shout out to him. He getting me a little bit more interested in MMA right now. And shout out to these callers, man. Hey, man, I still support Fats, man. Fats caller of the year, man, because C Dub still been slacking. I'm out, man.
All right, all right, all right. Well, appreciate you calling in. Real quick, we did give out the Kenichi Bear headphones. We'll do another raffle next month for November. And give away another set. Right now, we got this WBC package for you. This is a WBC custom hat. As you can see, shout out to Mauricio Suleiman and WBC for always supporting TBV. And it's going to come with this WBC tote bag. These are great for the gym, especially if you ain't in a boxing gym and you in one of those fitness gyms where they got them little whack ass lockers. Like, come with everything you need in your little tote bag, throw it in that locker. And in case you actually working out, we're gonna throw in a little WBC hand towel. You know what I mean? So you get your wipe on in the gym and people think you a boxer. Then they gonna walk up to you like, hey, you a boxer? And you're like, no, 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 just listen to the greatest podcast in the world. And I won this on their show. So they gonna come up to you and think that because not only do you have the towel, but you also got the dog tag, the WBC. Let me switch cameras. You got the WBC dog tag. You feel me? So it says WBC on this side, but then you flip it, and it has this whole little type of thing you say before you go to sleep. It's like, before I lay me down to sleep, always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved by more than you know. Okay? Just a little something for you to know every time you go to sleep. So we're going to give you that. Then we got this little WBC keychain to put it on. So you like, hell yeah, I'm WBC out. You got the WBC keychain as well. On the back of that, you got another little slogan, and that one says, "My blood is green, my heart is gold," and then it says WBC official merchandise. You feel me? And once again, shout out to Mauricio Suleiman and the good folks over at the WBC. But I'm not done. Then I got you the gold pin, 24 karat gold plated. And yeah, you could pin this on your hat. Pins always look good on hats, so this is perfect to put on your hat. Let me see. See, it's fire. I got one of these. So we doing a whole little. Oh, and you get the WBC reflective sticker. All that in the little WBC pack for anyone. This is going to be 15 to get in the raffle. We'll give this away. This. Do we got fights this week? Let me look up the fights and check the schedule. What day today's? I think we do got fights. But you got your Tank and your Ryan shirt. Thanks, champ. Salute Manuel LG, who just sent in a $2 super chat saying he received his Tank shirt that we sent him out and his. Oh, got my Tank and Ryan shirt, not my Tank. I thought you won the tank top as well. Guess not. That's somebody else. C Dub, I do apologize. Oh my God, you've been sent the counter, right? My bad. My bad. Say the best for last, they say. You feel me? We don't hear you, so jump out. Jump back in. But yes, you can send a $15 cash app to the two cash apps you see either or. Remember to write it the way that you see it. Do not get got by the thieves that are out there. And you will be able to purchase a $15 virtual raffle ticket to be included into the raffle for this WBC giveaway. I was checking the schedule. That's what I had to check while we let C Dub connect. C Dub, is you in the building?
LV is in the
Damn.
building.
What in the fuck? I'm
LV
sorry.
in
At
the
this
building.
point, you must think I'm doing that on purpose. My bad, brother. You
Uh, saying, man, Fury set the sport back, man. You know what I'm saying, with that performance now. These MMA guys definitely are going to start thinking this is possible. And what I'm hoping the approach Fury took was the Floyd McGregor route. We all seen what Floyd said after the fight and on the lead up, you know what I'm saying? He never trained hard for McGregor. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have to. He understood what he was gonna do. And he went in there and did it. So I'm hoping Fury tried to take that approach and didn't train as hard and thinking he was just gonna get him out of there because he has no professional boxing record. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm hoping for the sport and hoping that he can right his wrong. There's no sense of doing undisputed. I mean, I feel like if he was all about his money, like they say he is, you know what I mean. I feel like the rematch is definitely the more lucrative fight of it than the undisputed. That's what I've been wanting. I've been wanting the undisputed, but he decided to do this exhibition match. Wasn't the exhibition like even if he would have lost, it wouldn't have added to his record, would it?
No,
This
this
is an exhibition.
this a real fight. It was a real fight.
Oh, okay then. Well, yeah. So if Ngannou would have won, he would have won the belt.
No, the belt wasn't on the line, but now the WBC is gonna rank Ngannou with a top 10 ranking due to his fight with Fury. So if the rematch
Let me see.
happens, the belt will be on the line.
And see, that's what I mean, man. You got guys like the Zang, even though he's not on the WBC rankings. You know what I'm saying? He is. I'm not sure. I think the WBO, but he doing what he just did to Joe Joyce, a real boxer. You know what I mean? These guys deserve their shot. You know what I mean? Even though he is the probably gonna be called for as the being the mandatory for the WBO with the belt that Usyk holds, but that's what my thing is with Fury, man. I just feel like him being the champion of the world, he shouldn't went this route middle of his career, the middle of his prime. Fight these boxers. You know what I mean? Knock these guys out. You know what I mean? But he decided to do this, and now we got everybody talking about it and really thinking Ngannou has a chance with boxers. I'm willing to say Jared Anderson beats Ngannou. You know what I mean? Did it's cute. I mean, he did what he had to do, but Fury edged it out on some boxing shit. He definitely did what he had to do to box, but just the knockdown and just that certain rounds, where Fury just looked vulnerable. You know what I mean? So, and I said this on the back call. I haven't really got to call in and say this. Fury's fought Dillian White and Chisora since the trilogy. So it may just be, the Wilder effect, man. Wilder may have took something out of Fury. It may not be the same Fury we're seeing right now. You know what I mean? I was never impressed with the White or Chisora victories. He fought Chisora twice already. There was no reason to
Wait,
give him a
feel like
third
it's your
fight. And
turn.
Dylan White
But it's
was
not your
one
turn.
fight removed from being knocked out by Povetkin. You know what I mean? So I was never impressed with those two victories for real. You know what I mean? I wanted undisputed, and he gave us this bad performance against Ngannou. So
Champ. That was the bell, my dude. That was the bell. But we still rocking out. If you want to call in, the number to call 1425-569-5241. Press one time to voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget Twitter Spaces is available, as is Discord, and so is the landline, making it simple for you. We also got a poll. Who will Francis Ngannou next opponent be? We got Deontay Wilder, 66% of the votes. Damn. Anthony Joshua, 20%. Zhang, 5%. And that's Big Bang Zhang. And then Andy Ruiz, the Mexican star, only 9%. Damn, that's low. Than what I expected. I got C Soldier, €6. If Ngannou beats Wilder, the heavyweight division is done, for he arguably beat two of the top four guys. I'd rather see that AJ fight. Two Wilder emojis. I mean, I don't know that it would be done. It just would be a huge shakeup. It would be a huge shakeup. C Dub, we didn't get to you today. My bad. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up.
Yo, hot audio.
Straight.
Straight, that's what's up, man. Who got this? Who got the counter punch?
Oh no, I seen you on. I seen you. I thought you. I don't know. I thought I didn't get to you, so I did get to you.
Yeah, I mean, I did the free call. I didn't do a counter punch though.
Yeah, no, I seen that you have requested. I thought you did or something like. Or I didn't get to you. No worries. No worries. We got copy goo. Copy cool. Copy cool. Waiting for you to connect. Here we go.
What's going on? What's going on?
What up?
Yeah, man. Yo, crack. I just wanted to get your. I just turned on right now. I don't know if you spoke on it already, but like yeah, he did all right. But is it really that serious to rank him up in the top 10?
I mean,
Like you
you
heard
know, I
that they
mean,
gonna
it's
put him in
it's
the top
it's
10?
politics. Yeah, no, I heard that for sure. We screen shared it. It's politics, right? Like he's a player, dog. He brings the money now, or another
I mean,
player that
all
can
right.
bring money.
Yeah, they gotta stop. That's the shit with WBC, bro. It's getting to the point where they becoming too much of a circus, man. And it's the I don't
Bro,
know.
but you telling me a 0-0 fighter walks off the street and fights the heavyweight champion of the world, doesn't get knocked out, plus knocks him down, physically looks better at the end of the fight, and he don't deserve to be ranked?
No, I hear that. I'm not saying that he doesn't. I mean, I know he. I'm saying exactly that he doesn't. He made him look stupid, but he just. I honestly feel that he just didn't fucking fight. He
But
didn't
but
come
but
to fight.
champ, but that ain't a Ngannou problem, because the way you get ranked is by fighting. He fought a a number one in the heavyweight division, heavyweight.
No, I,
So,
I, I, I hear you, Ness. I hear what you're saying. I definitely hear what you're saying. He made the number one dude, the dude that everybody's scared of, the guy that's saying that's gonna go down in history books as one of the best heavyweight champions. And he made him look average that night. I get it. I understand that. But at the same time, like you can't put him in top 10. You can't put him top 10. If anything, make him fight somebody top 10 to earn that shit.
but
This was
that's what he did. He fought the number one heavyweight to earn a spot.
I hear you. I hear your argument, and I hear what you're saying. And for me to keep on saying that he don't deserve the top 10 after potentially arguing that he won that fight, I can't even knock it. But I just this shit, yeah, man. And you know what? I can't even sit here and say that he potentially will beat the shit out of a lot of top 10. Oh no, bro. This shit is wild, bro. This shit caught everybody off guard. I don't even know what to say about that. I just don't. This WBC has become such a fucking circus act that it's just so tough to like kind of like agree with what they do, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I guess this is a sleeper, and you know what? Maybe him and Wilder might be a better fight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're gonna throw
You would
bombs.
feel
They're
like
gonna
it's your
fucking knock
time,
each other out. This is what
but it's
happens,
not your
bro. This
time.
is interesting. That's all, bro.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. I gotta throw my man Big Baby Miller in the hat, man. Throw that name. That would be a good fight for Ngannou. Interim fight while he waits. Maybe throw that on the undercard of Usyk and Fury out in the Saudi. Give Ngannou an opportunity to get get his win, and he'll get a win in the win column. And if not, Big Baby emerges as a player. And look, anybody that fights him now knows what to expect, and definitely is probably gonna approach it with a different game plan. The cat's out the bag. Super Mix, what up?
Yo, Ness.
Yo, Max.
Okay. Yeah. No, I want to see the Wilder fight, man. I think that shit is that's a massive fight to make, man. And then 2024 is the 50th anniversary of the Rumble in the Jungle, man. Take that shit to Zaire. I got that on my mind because I'm watching it on ESPN right now. But yeah, take it down to Zaire. Rumble in the Jungle 50th anniversary. Ngannou versus Wilder, and that's a fight where, as impressed as I was with Ngannou, and like you said, Ness, uh, whether Fury took it serious or not, that's not his problem. That's not his fault. He took it serious, and it's still heavyweight boxing. Now, he did drop Fury, but I never saw him have Fury looking like he was necessarily hurt. He dropped him, and it was a good shot, and he felt the power. But I mean, Wilder hit Fury on the top of the head and made both of his legs shake. You know what I mean? And had him talking to Jesus for a minute there. So that's the type of fight that you could sell as whoever lands first. And I'm still gonna lean towards Wilder. I've just never seen anything like that. But that's the fight I'd like to see, man. And
I mean, you gave the best argument. I mean, people upset about him being ranked in the top 10. I mean, damn, you took the world champion of that organization to a split decision. So that's got to deserve a ranking, man. So what do you think, Ness? Do you think Wilder should do the PFL thing,
No,
crossover, and then do a fight, or because he's talked about that
I
on
don't
our
want
show,
I don't
me
want
and you,
Wilder
that
in no
interview.
PFL, bro. Listen, we was on top. We still on top. Do we got a slight black eye because it wasn't the best win? Yes, but we on top when it comes to boxers versus
Yeah,
MMA.
I
Wilder
mean, I
goes
get,
over
but
there,
the
he
thing
gonna drop the
is,
ball.
Wilder's got the kind of power where he might could let off a shot before Ngannou can grab his ass. You know what I'm saying? If anybody was to be able to do it in the MMA, I think Wilder has enough power to do it. And shout out to me and you for getting him to first drop that interest on this show's interview. We interviewed him a couple years ago. Um, but yeah, I'm just saying, do PFL, then come to boxing, 50th anniversary Rumble in the Jungle. That would that would be amazing. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
I still would favor Wilder over Ngannou in a boxing match. I've just never seen power like Wilder's. Say what you want about him. We've never seen anybody just be able to jab people to sleep like that.
I agree, champ.
When they
Special
feel like it's
feature,
your time. When it's
Louisiana.
not your time.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have to agree with Supermax somewhat. Because I think that Ngannou should fight Wilder next in boxing now, not in PFL. I think Wilder needs to stay away from PFL because I think as boxing fans, sometimes we get ridiculous with this underestimating these MMA fighters. Yes, I love boxing, but I also like MMA. And you a boxing fan, so you always gonna think boxing is better, but it's a reason that these MMA fighters feel like they can come into boxing, but you don't hear boxers outside of maybe the GOAT and James Tony try to go the other way. And James Tony got beat right now.
Yeah, because
Clarissa
the
Shields
money
won
ain't
it
right,
once.
bro. The money ain't right. Why they
Okay,
going
but
over
that
there?
that's not necessarily a bad thing because you want to talk about the toxicity of boxing. Look at Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor fought Mayweather, made $100 million, and in since has only won one fight in the UFC. He has not been the same since.
Again, because
Before,
there's more money in boxing.
okay, I get that. It's more money in boxing, but then do we want people fighting fights just for money, not caring if they get beat?
Of
Like
course not. Of course
this is why
not.
I want
But
Wilder to fight Ngannou because everybody's disrespecting Wilder, talking about what Ngannou did, not realizing although Ngannou is 4 inches shorter than Wilder, Ngannou is 30 to 60 pounds heavier than, depending on because at 230 he'd be 30 pounds heavier than Wilder, but Wilder fought usually between 215 and 220, which would put Ngannou at 50 or 60 pounds heavier than Wilder. People are discounting that. And the fact that this man is an MMA fighter. So the thing that Fury did that worked the best on Wilder was never going to work on Ngannou. People saying Fury got power, but Fury really just leaned on Wilder and wore him out, and that's how he was able to knock him out. Fury didn't have one punch knockout power. He just leaned the 300 pounds on Wilder's 220 pounds and wore him out and then knocked him out. And Ngannou was what, 260, 270? That's a big weight difference there. And the man's an MMA fighter. He's used to people leaning on him. In MMA, when you clinch, they don't break you up like they do in boxing. You got to fight out. So he's used to people leaning on him. He didn't look how he took that elbow because he's used to people throwing elbows at him. I do think that Tyson Fury underestimated this fight, but that's our fault because we looked at what Floyd did to Conor McGregor and what Jake Paul's doing to these MMA fighters, and then we got these boxers thinking these MMA fighters are easy work, and they're not. They keep on. Somebody's really gonna walk into a trap, and you're gonna get what you don't want, and that's the MMA fighter coming into boxing and beating a top boxer because we keep thinking these MMA fighters is easy work. They're not. But like I said, I want Ngannou to fight Wilder next because everybody's sleeping on Wilder because he lost to a man who's near 7 feet tall,
And it
and
may feel like
outside
it's
of the
your
first
time.
fight, fights this man at over
When
300
it's not your
pounds.
time.
So let him get in there with Wilder, and what's gonna happen is gonna happen, and then just maybe people get off Wilder's ass and realize that he got beat by a giant who leaned on him.
champ,
That's what's going on.
That is the bell. We're going to keep it moving. Looks like we got, let me see, JB, is that you all back on the counter? Did I not get to you? I'm over here losing it today. Oh, well, yeah, you got a counter.
Yo, Ness, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I was just listening to what Special Feature was saying. Shout out to him, man. But you full of shit. It's like you trying to say, "Oh man, wait till we're gonna see what Wilder's gonna do when he gets in the ring with them." But you talk about the fucking weight, man. The same excuse that reason why people said Wilder lost to Fury in the first fucking place, man. You already throwing out excuses for if Wilder does somehow lose. This is how we're gonna justify it. He's a bigger man. He used to lean in on people. Yada yada yada. All this shit. Long story short, Ness, when people start saying excuses right there to try to justify their reasoning, what does that sound like, man? That sounds like nervous energy. Am I right?
I can see how you interpret it that way.
Okay. Okay. I'm just making sure, man. I'm just making sure that me and you we're on the same page here, man. I really think, man, as much as these Wilder fans really say they want to see that fight, I think they'll be nervous as fuck, man. Once Wilder gets hit with one punch, man, in that fight, man. All due respect, man. Wilder's a great heavyweight. Never seen anything like him, man. But this shit, I guess this shit might be different, man, because a lot of those guys, man, that he fought, we didn't think those guys were really all that tough. Like people want to talk about the Brazils, people want to talk about the Severn, people want to talk about even the guy that's coaching them now. They didn't think those were real tough heavyweights, man. Shit, man. Fury, tough sob. Ngannou showing he's a tough sob. If those two get in the ring, man, we just gonna have to see. Talk about how slow Ngannou was. Just because he's supposed to mean he could be, it probably looks different when they actually in the ring standing toe to toe against each other, man. Shit looks different when you're in that circle, man. You know, he could be more deceptive than we really think, man. I mean, regardless of Fury having a bad night or not, man, there's no way he fought lesser guys and looked better. You know what I'm saying? Lesser guys look better. So yes, he definitely does deserve his top 10 ranking. Whoever he puts in the ring against Ngannou or whatnot, I think he's gonna do the best. And there was another call that said Fury's boring, man. How the fuck you gonna say Fury's boring when he knocked out the most dominant puncher, at least knocked him down? How many times did Fury knock down Wilder? What, 7 times total? 8 times throughout the whole trilogy? A
I didn't know
shitload
it
of
was
times.
that many.
It was a lot because it was what 3 times the last fight. Okay, 5 times total. 5 times. That's not more about right. Two in the second one, three in the third. I think that's right. I think that's right. Either way it goes, man. I mean, shit, Fury can crack, man. Fury can crack when his game is focused, man. So I'm not gonna say he's not an exciting fighter. And he was licking blood off the motherfucker face too, man. Fury will go above and beyond to try to entertain the masses, man. So I ain't gonna say he's boring. So that's bullshit right there. That caller said. Other than that,
What
Ness, man, you
what
keep
he
the
what
line
he
going.
actually said is
Mhm.
um that
Mhm.
you can't find exciting Fury fights outside of the Wilder fights.
Mm, I think the Ottawa lean was pretty exciting.
Me too. I added that in the 9 fights, but my 9 included 3 Wilder fights.
Yeah, I think that was pretty exciting right there. So just how easily we came over with that one. That's bullshit to that statement right there. Anyways, Ness, I'm gonna go ahead and fall back and listen again, man. I'll holler at you.
All right, all right. Appreciate the call. Looks like we got price right, $2. Why would you not put Fury 2 on the poll? Could beat the Wilder vote. So the reason I didn't put that is for the audio clip that I played. Francis did an interview today and made it clear that they ain't giving him the rematch because they underestimated him and he's contractually obligated to Usyk. So they underestimated him by signing the Usyk deal without seeing what's going to happen in this deal. So they can't do the rematch. So I just like to live in the real reality that we're in. No disrespect to anything, just rather have real options because that's what can really happen. And that's for this big fat $10 super chat from Terrence Johnson. It says, Rex out of Delaware. I'm loving that shirt, Ness. I trade heavy in stock market, and that looks like my brokerage charts. That screams me, my guy. Come up off that shirt, champ. Laugh out loud. Hashtag TBV. Hashtag Delaware. Salute to Omar Douglas in Delaware. But nah, this is actually a Cashman P. I'm pretty sure this is a Cashman P. Y'all gotta check out Cashman P. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a Cashman P. Check it out. It says my stock is up. Obviously, it do got the graph at the bottom. Let me switch cams. My bad. See, I got the studio. I got 2 studios, but I need the funding now for. I need an intern, but a paid intern. So it's not really an intern. I got to get Bo back. I need Bo, the producer. So we got to get the funding for Bo. But I got 2 studios where we could get back in studio physically and have guests again. But it requires a lot. But we gonna get there for real because we just gonna keep grinding. But yeah, we were switching cameras, which made me realize that that's why we need a producer. But look, this is it. You feel me? And it got the stock going up because my stock going up. Feel me? Shout out to Cashman P. What else we got? We got LV Slugger says inactive Wilder sleeps Francis in 3 rounds or less. Oh wow. Oh wow. We got Quan, what up?
Yo, what up, Ness?
What's up?
Hey, man. But whatever happened, we just don't need to let Wilder go to the PFL because that's a straight setup, bro. Like tripping. I heard the Francis Ngannou was talking about he been training in MMA for months. Is that true?
Yeah, he was training for months, but he also said today that he wished he would have trained longer.
Man, that's not gonna go well. Now in the boxing ring, that's gonna be better for him. But if he go over there, Ngannou might retire Wilder from fighting. Like, bro, as soon as you see how tall Deontay Wilder is, you see how them legs is. As soon as he get kicked in them legs, this gonna be bad. Then he gonna get cracked, and when you get knocked down in MMA, the ref don't save you until you out cold. So I can only imagine Ngannou cracking Wilder like how he just cracked Fury, but except following up for some head pounds. Like that's devastating. I ain't trying to see that, but I love to see them in the ring. That'd be a good fight. Based off of the last fight, how do you think those 2 styles would match up though in the boxing ring?
Which style?
Fury, not Fury, Ngannou and Wilder. How you think those 2 styles? Like,
I
how you think?
mean,
How you
bro,
see that? Do you see as like a
Ngannou ain't make me a believer like the rest of the world. I'm picking Wilder to put this man to sleep. If he does better than not, if he does as bad as Fury, then it's like okay, I'm changing my mind.
mm, yeah? That's all I got though. That'd be crazy. I just hope they stay in boxing. Boxers don't need to go into the MMA because it's just a different world. They savages over there. We do more disciplined fighting, and I've got more respect for disciplined fighting more than just going out there throwing kicks, elbows, slam. I mean, that's just. I mean, everybody got their opinion on it, but I like boxing. That's what we need to keep our fighters over here. They come to us for the money. They don't need to go over there.
All right,
That's it though.
we going to Trey in Omaha.
Yo,
What up?
What up, man? What up? What up? What up, TBV? I ain't been in here in a minute. How y'all doing?
Straight.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Like I'm with you. I'm with you, Ness. Although Ngannou had a great performance, I want to say it was cool. You know, I still, I'm not a believer yet. You know, I think Wilder probably fights him a little bit more aggressive, and I think Wilder comes with I'm not gonna say a better game plan because Fury beat him, but I'm just gonna say like he'll probably fight him a little bit different, give him a better look. I guess I don't know how to put it into words right now. I'm just gonna say it like this. I know for a fact Wilder's not gonna take no loss to Ngannou, but I don't think it's smart for Ngannou to keep fighting guys like I think he should take, like old boy said, Otto Wayland. I mean, if you fight Big Baby gonna beat him too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just think he should take some tune-ups. Get your feet wet a little bit more. Don't just keep fighting these big names and keep losing. You know what I'm saying? Go fight somebody. Get your feet wet a little bit, and Ngannou will see from there. But I don't know. I just think I don't really like the crossover fights. I don't really, too much care for all the little, oh, he's a UFC fighter and this and that, and I don't really be, you feel me? But I don't know, man. I just want to call in, talk with TBV for a little bit. I hope everybody cool. I hope everybody smiling. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and man, shout out to Ness and Danny for doing what y'all doing, man. This show's amazing. Love y'all. I'm out.
Appreciate you, champ. Keep grinding. Trey in
Yeah,
Omaha.
sir.
Thank you for the check-in. We got on the line Mama Lobo. What up?
How you doing, Ness?
I'm straight. How are you?
Hey, I got a lot on my mind. I know I'm behind, but I got to if I go over.
You know it.
I've been wanting to talk to I've been wanting to talk to you for a little bit. I loved that interview that you got. Those two interviews, those are big gets. I'm real proud of you how you handled yourself on that.
Thank
And
you.
with the match room and the zone. Yeah, those are great. You guys been cooking, man. Y'all been cooking the last few days, and I've been missing them late, so I really couldn't get it in. But I'm about to get this in. I tell you that. Now my question is, with the PFL, they handle Ngannou, but did they have anything to do um with paying for this fight with Fury?
Well, the
Because
Saudis
whoever
did.
has something,
The Saudis did, which is the
oh
same thing because the Saudis have now bought minority stake in the PFL.
yes, yes, I understand that. And so what I smell is an opportunity. And I'm going to say something crazy, but so what? This whole thing is crazy. Blame Mayweather, blame Shields, blame Fury. They let it in, so I'm about to go ahead and say something real, real crazy. Um, Wilder, I don't see it because his legs are weak. Fury, he screwed the pooch. Yes, he won the fight, absolutely. But what he did, all this crosstalk and stuff, he didn't do himself any favors. And I kind of feel for him, but it is what it is. And this is the issue that I've always had with Fury because he does not take a life or death sport seriously. People have died in this ring, and he comes in there playing games, putting on a show, and all these other kind of things, not coming in there serious. I mean, he does not look the part. I don't want to get into, shaming him and stuff like that, but he could look tighter. And I don't appreciate that. Coming in there soft and stuff like that. So it took someone like Ngannou to, oh, oh my goodness. I feel for Fury. As much as I don't like him, I feel for him at this moment. But basically what Fury did, he kind of brought a hoe home for the weekend and got her pregnant.
Mm.
Now she's family. So we got to go here. I look,
I love
I look
that
at it like 10
analogy
feet
though.
now. But for real though. So whether it's Fury or Wilder, okay, let's take Wilder. You know I got you. You know I got you.
Go for it.
Let's take Wilder, affiliated with PBC, and what if it's a package deal? Because we're talking about casual, we're talking about money here. So we got Fury affiliated with PBC. We have a slap boxer. We have a that's also a kickboxer. We also have someone that's a jujitsu, and we also have a power wrestler. What if it's a package? And you know where I'm coming? Well, I don't know if you know where I'm coming from. Slap boxer, kickboxer, plant, jujitsu, judo, Rolly, power wrestler, Crawford.
Mm, okay. That's certainly
So
all
if they
true.
do this, you know what I'm saying? So they all have exposure now. Now the fact
But you
is that
want
this
them to
is
cross
MMA. This is
over?
I don't know, but meet in the middle somewhere because
Yeah,
martial arts is martial
yeah,
arts.
but the issue with me having
Martial
boxers cross over is that they are the money makers, not those other sports. Those other sports come here because they can't make what we make.
Didn't you just tell me that the Saudis pay for the fight?
For sure. But they paying for boxing matches.
Come on, they gonna pay. They gonna pay for a show. They gonna pay for a show. You trying to tell me as much exposure as Crawford has gotten? I'm surprised he wasn't at the fight, or was he at the fight? Because I didn't see the fight.
Nah, I ain't see him out there. I don't think they flew him out
You know
there.
what I'm saying? I mean, this world knows Crawford, and who can get in that ring with MMA? Who can get in that ring and show that discipline of boxing and also show that discipline of wrestling? That's Crawford.
Let me ask you something.
Rolly Strong. Go ahead.
Do you think that these MMA boxing events grow the sport or do they dilute and degrade the sport?
At first, I felt that. I mean, I kind of threw them in the same category. Well, because I don't respect the Paul game. I don't respect that. And MMA is very entertaining. I mean, I love all sports, so I'm not gonna, go bad on them as far as what they bring to boxing. I respect boxing. I respect the discipline of boxing. I love boxing. I love boxing more than MMA. However, people just forget that boxing is a big part of martial arts. It's a
You may
discipline in
feel like it's
martial
your
arts as
time,
well.
but it's not your time.
Don't worry, you got it.
I mean, okay, so it's like that they can't. They just can't be left out. They're entertaining, and right now is a great opportunity for that intersection to take place. And this Fury fight, it put a lot of eyes on Ngannou. I mean, the fact is that we know that heavyweight is not really a technical kind of situation. It's almost like, hey, the strongest man win. The strongest man win all the time. It's not there aren't a lot of technical fighters in there. I mean, the most technical fighter that I know, the most technical fighter that, in my opinion, oh, and I hate to even say it, but he's not feeling it right now. He's not feeling it right now, and he's technical, and I can't see him getting in there. He doesn't have the heart right now to go with Ngannou, and that's Joshua.
Mm.
But he looks the part. He is the part. When you think boxer, you think doggone Joshua. He looks the part. He's very skilled. He's disciplined in the art of boxing. He has those fundamentals down. But the heart is funny. And then look at doggone Anderson. Beautiful boxer. But he doesn't have everything that he needs in order to get in there.
Anderson, you mean
Waters has
Jarrett?
that heart. Yeah,
I mean,
he
Jarrett's
couldn't
still
do it.
he's still young. Couldn't do what? Beat Fury?
He is he he is well. I know he's giving him good work,
No, I
like
know,
in
but that's the
sparring and
question though.
stuff.
But that's the question though. Could he beat Fury?
I think he could, but does he believe he can?
I mean, if
But
anybody,
I believe that
I think maybe because he's been in there, so maybe that could be comfort and some sort of form of security.
that's correct. I believe that, and I agree with you there. But right now, the big, I mean, the big talk right now is this Ngannou. He's big talk right now. So in order to capitalize on that, and I think it's a big opportunity for what's going on with PBC, what's going on with the conversation being lately, how to kind of like press the reset on boxing and things like that. I mean, I think it's a good opportunity to to kind of like get into that. And as much as I mean, shout out to Shield. She got in there, but she had to learn
You may
the
feel like it's your
she had
time,
she
but it's not your time.
Don't
she
worry, go ahead.
she had to learn she had to learn other disciplines. So she couldn't really capitalize on it like she wanted to. She's a
Yeah,
she's she's a straight boxer.
That's why I'd rather not do it. That's why I'd rather Wilder not do it. I mean, we seen what happened with Shields.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't like that whole
It's too
crossing
it's
over
too
there.
late.
The money not over there. I
It's
don't
too
even
late.
get it. And you
It's
right.
too
I ain't
late.
even
It's too
consider the
late.
age that you 36 trying to learn that shit. But according to Nagano, he's already training, and I mean Wilder is already training
I
MMA.
understand that, but I mean Wilder, he's something else. He's something else. He may be able to pull it off, but I wouldn't do it.
Mm.
I mean, ooh, that bottom half of him is questionable. He might get his leg snapped like doggone,
Somebody else
like
said that.
McGregor. McGregor,
Somebody else said they might
you know
kick
what I
his
mean?
leg
Yeah,
and break it.
absolutely, absolutely. But those three fighters that I not introduced, but that I brought up originally, they started in other disciplines.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With Plant starting in kickboxing, Rolly starting in jujitsu or
I mean,
judo,
my boy Big Baby
Crawford.
Miller, who I'm always trying to get a fight started in kickboxing too, and don't forget
See, come on now.
the other heavyweight. He don't never get a boxing match, but he's been a boxer for a minute now, and he started in
I
kickboxing.
mean,
The dude that I look like, his name is Tyrone Spong.
absolutely. I mean, come on. There's money to be made here. Let's get it.
Word.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth a shot. I think it's worth a look. Um, no, everybody. Nobody's doing nothing. Nobody's doing anything. And one of the things that the only one that there's a question about is Crawford because he got the spin sting going on. But in the meantime, he could do this.
But you again to be clear,
Come on.
you want whatever boxer that had the background to attempt the crossover.
Not just has the background, but we're excellent in that background. We're excellent in that discipline.
I
Plant
mean,
got into boxing because he wasn't making any money in kickboxing. Crawford wasn't a professional, but doggone, you see Crawford, he beating
yeah,
up everybody all over town.
but you want them to go into that sport. Remember, the money's not in that sport though.
But that's where the Saudis come in.
Mm. Yeah, I mean
That's
that.
where they come in. It's a show. That's where I'm a quote doggone um Ellerby
You may feel like it's your
when
time, but it's not your time.
Ellerby said Ellerby said it's about an attraction. It's about putting butts in seats.
It sure is.
That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they did. And I'm not gonna feel bad about it. I mean, I've said no to a bunch of this attraction stuff. Like I said, I don't like all this mixing and all this other kind of stuff. But guess what? They're the ones that brought it to us. So let's go with it. That's how I feel about it. But that's it.
All right.
And I got something coming to you. So thanks for the time, Ness. I
You got
appreciate
it.
it.
Shout out Mama
All
Lobo
right now.
on the
All
check
right, y'all
in.
have a blessed night.
Appreciate you. And we got Profound Dreamer. What up?
Hey, gather round TVG, get on down with these profound rhythms. Ness, I was listening to the show earlier and I was trying to call in, but I was busy, man. I just want to say, just let me cook for a minute, Ness. Boxing don't need saving. Because I don't know if y'all noticed about MMA, but Francis Ngannou couldn't draw flies to shit. And he had to come to boxing in order to revive his career, in order to become a star. When he was over there in MMA, after he put up that dud performance against Stipe, nobody was interested in him. His fights wasn't moving no unit. And then he came over to boxing this weekend, and he became one of the biggest stars in combat sports. These MMA guys is coming to boxing. These influencer boxers, they come into boxing to become stars, and that proves the sport is alive and well, baby. So it don't matter what Ngannou do next. If he's smart, he'll go back to MMA and try to get a win to raise his cachet. Cause now, like everybody was saying earlier, they got footage on you now. You're not going to be a surprise. And I'm sorry, but the way he was non-responsive to them things, that's not a good thing for you moving forward, my guy. So that's all I want to say. Boxing still is the top dog in combat sports when it comes to making stars. And Wilder, y'all gonna get on me for this because y'all hate when I call fighters desperate, but Wilder is moving like a desperado. He, if you out here training MMA, talking about you about to hop in the PFL, not even the octagon, dog. You will hop in the PFL cage? Like, do you know how doo-doo that is, bro? Like, that's not even top of the charts. You about to go and have to battle takedowns against bum ass PFL niggas. Like, I'm sorry, Wilder. Like, that's some desperate ass shit, bro. For a guy who's one fight removed from a title fight to be jumping in MMA, that's not the move, yo. Wilder, you a big enough name to get Ngannou in the boxing ring if you want to, man. That's my call, Ness.
Bro, you funny as hell. That was hilarious. Oh man. JT Chicago. What up?
What up, Ness? How you doing, sir?
Chilling, chilling. How are you?
Always blessed. Always. I love how you went with the cat from the zone, Laskowski. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but great things for you, Ness. I hope they're actually listening. You do get your morning show and you get your night show, and you really are the word on the street for boxing. You are, but I have to disagree with this narration that you're pushing, and I never go against you, Ness. Anything you say, I'm like, all right, Ness got the word. He knows what he's saying. We don't need this, Ness. Don't put Wilder in there. We need Wilder and Joshua. Don't push that anywhere else. And we need a Gandu. How is pronounced this cat's name? I want to make sure I pronounce it right.
I think
Bandu,
I
whatever.
think is Nagano.
Not Gandu. Nagandi needs a W. He needs a win. So he needs to fight the Miller, Big Baby Miller, or he needs to fight someone where he can win at. Get him on a W. Get him a W. Don't send him out there with Wilder. Don't send him out there with anyone like that. Get him a win. Build him up. Then you can go into a big fight. But I'm not agreeing with you throwing Wilder. I don't like that play at all. And I never disagree with you, Ness.
So you saying
Uh,
you don't like him with Wilder next?
no. Don't do that to him, man. You know better. Don't do that to the cat. He fought his heart out. He made a name for himself. He threw his name in the hat. You gotta have him fight Big Baby, not the real Big Baby, but the one that takes the juice head. You got him fight him or Jazora or someone that's there, like a B level, C UFC level fighter, get him a win, let him build his confidence up, and then you get him into a big fight, but do not throw him Wilder. And Wilder, I don't know what's up with Wilder. Why everyone hates on Joshua, but Wilder hasn't fought for a hot minute, and all I hear is that he does R&B tracks nowadays. So I don't know. He's in the top 10, bro, on the R&B tracks.
Yo, but
So
it ain't his fault motherfuckers asking for $20 million to fight him. He can't afford. That's the problem with this sport. That's why I love the UFC model. Is either you motherfucking fight or you don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they make you fight the top. Like, look, Andy want retirement money. Andy could have been got the Wilder fight. Like, everybody wanted that a long time ago. Now what? Now it's just getting old, bro.
but you can't just blame Andy. Wilder
Okay.
could have fought Hunter. He could have fought somebody.
Yeah, I hear
It
you.
feel like it's your
So he
time.
I hear
could.
you with
But it's
staying
like the time.
active and fighting somebody, but like when you a prize fighter, you want to fight the big names. And like, why would I fight small names because these dudes is ducking me, man? But again, they go about things. They go about things differently, man. I feel like you got to put these dudes on blast. And don't get me wrong, it's not like he hasn't done some of that with Andy, but I'm sure he could do more, man. Like, Shakur again, he giving you DMs, and he on every interview. He did so well with Frank that Frank disappeared. Like Frank don't be on social media. He ain't doing no interviews. Like, it's over. He like, fuck it, I ain't saying shit else till it's time to fight. Uh Tanaris, what up?
Yeah, here I go. Here I go. Ain't I the only person that was saying Francis was gonna win the fight?
Nah, you
You
got
remember
you
when I
got
called you?
Anthony. Anthony actually the one that was the most memorable and
Well,
and and
when
and,
I
and
called you, when I called you and you were talking about the man didn't even have a punch chance, and I'm looking and I'm thinking about, man, this man dumb as hell. This dude strong as all. He's stronger than what they saying he was stronger than. Then top, the man can wrestle. The man is a wrestler. He MMA. That's
you
why
are
Tyson
you on
Fury
a
was stable to
Bluetooth
him.
champ? Cause you breaking up.
I'm breaking up on you, fam.
Yeah, you're not coming in as clear as you would want to. You know.
Yeah, I know. When I get to talking, my calls get cut down to a minute
You sound good now.
because my call get cut down to a minute because I call you with the real.
Hmm.
When I called you last time, I knew that Ngannou had more than a boxer's chance, than a puncher's chance. You say he didn't even have a puncher chance, but he got Mike Tyson in his corner helping him train.
But champ, who
Mike
ended up
Tyson.
who ended up being right, me or you?
About what?
Puncher's chance.
What you mean a puncher chance? He was in there boxing that man. That man was turning southpaw.
Champ,
What you mean? He was.
what does a
What
puncher's
you mean
chance
a puncher's chance? That
what
man was in there
what
boxing. He was
does
boxing him.
what does a
He had Fury
puncher's
scared.
what does a puncher's chance mean to you?
All right, we ain't finna waste my call on the definition of a puncher's chance.
I
What
mean,
we saw in
okay.
there, what we saw in there was a man that first of all he will watch Anthony Joshua. Let's get that understood. He will punish Usyk. Let's get that understood. The only man that can beat him is Wilder because of their straight right. And not only that, Wilder is real strategic in there, just like Ngannou was real strategic in there. But I don't want to see them fight each other. I don't want to see the two kings of Wakanda fight each other. Beat these white boys up and beat these white boys up. I want to see Ngannou beat Fury for real. I want to see him fight Usyk. First of all, Fury ought to be ashamed of his damn self. Look at him. His eye all black. His eye black as me. They didn't even have a post-fight press conference, Ness. What happened to the post-fight press conference? I'm asking you.
What you mean, bro? He had to go
You may
home.
feel
They
like it's
didn't
your
even
time,
have one because they was
but
in.
it's not your
He
time.
had to go home. Champ, what you want him to do? Stick around? He had to catch a flight. Polo T.
Yo, yo, what's up, Ness?
Yo,
What's happening? Yo, can you hear me?
loud and clear.
Yo, man, what's this bullshit talking about? So you want boxers to go to MMA or what? We gotta stop this bullshit, man.
Who the hell
No
said
boxer
that?
would do.
Who the hell
I,
said that?
I, I'm confused. So people talking about
I'm
O'Malley and
very
Fair, nobody wants to
confused.
see it. All right. So what's the topic? You're saying that
The
Ngannou
topic
should
is who will Nagano's next opponent be? Wilder Fury?
probably uh honestly, bro, like I don't mind him being boxing, but he should go fight like Cesaro, go fight some upcoming contender. I know he wants some money, but bro, let's be fucking realistic, bro. He's not gonna beat AJ. He definitely is not beating Usyk, man. Like Usyk would just play with him. Zhang would knock him the fuck out. I think like people are writing too much into him just catching Fury. That shit was played out. Either Fury is washed or Fury just did that to trick Usyk into thinking, oh, it's a sweet fight because he did it to Wilder. Without a
Bro,
Wilder, he did it to
who the fuck gets punched in the face and knocked down to trick someone?
shit, who the fuck got cut before the Wilder fight?
Bro,
Everybody swore, oh,
and
Wilder's
you
gonna knock
think the
him.
cut was by design?
No, not by design, but he looked bad, bro. He was struggling in that fight. What you mean? If that would have been the Fury that fought Klitschko, bro, Adam Wilder would have gotten 12 though. Like let's keep it 100. He fucking was not fully there. He was fucking around. Gardner's probably better than what we expect, but bro, he's not beating no Joshua. He's not beating Wilder. Whoever said that, like some of these boxing fans are stupid. How can you say, oh, only Wilder could beat him? But you do realize that because Fury couldn't beat him. Like what? Like that makes no fucking sense. Like and then they're trying to trash Fury. It's like, bro, if he beat some of the guys you like, that makes them look even worse. Like, Ngannou's not beating anybody in boxing, bro. Like, they all beat him. Like, it was just a good performance, better than what people expected. And it is what it is. And we're gonna see the Usyk. That's what the fight that Usyk Fury. That's the fight we want to see. The boxing fans. And yeah, Ngannou could do his thing, but like, let's be. I mean, you think Ngannou's gonna be a world champion, or is this guy a top five now, or what? Or is he the new boogeyman in town?
I mean, Ngannou's not the new boogeyman, but he's certainly the new cash cow, right? One of them now. There's a new. Is there not? He made 10 million for this fight, bro. How many
Yeah, I
heavyweight
know,
fighters
but
can you name make 10 million?
but I mean, besides the Canelos, the Edge. But here's the thing, bro. That was just because of the opponent he fought, bro. Like
And
I
that's
don't
the
know, bro. I'd
point.
rather see the
That's
heavy.
the point. That's why Eddie Hearn already. I screen shared his comment. He wants to do Nagano AJ in Nigeria or Africa. Call it Rumble in the Jungle 2. That's why
Okay, yeah,
Wilder.
that brings
That's
money. Yeah,
why
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wilder. That's why Wilder's offering Nagano a fight in boxing, and he's willing to do one in the PFL. Like the money, bro. I don't
That
know
is,
what y'all
bro.
want.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Wilder. I respect to Wilder if he does that, but bro, he's gonna get destroyed in MMA, man. Like that. Like, did you not see what happened? Like, man, like Carissa Shields tried that and she lost to a girl that's not even fucking good. Like that Montes respectfully. She's pretty bad, bro. Like like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They better be paying him some money because I'm telling you, that MMA, bro, it's not gonna end well, man. Like in order for boxers to do well in MMA, they have to have years of training and like yeah, you can't just go against like a top name, but depending if he fights like maybe the lower level guys, but yeah, if he does MMA, man, that's not gonna end very well. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't want him to go to
I'm just
MMA.
saying, man, he's gonna get taken down by some crazy ass Russian. He's gonna get like submitted by some crazy or kicked to death by some crazy ass like Mexicans that be doing that. Nah, bro. Like MMA is different, bro. They throw elbows and like it's easier said than done, but nah, bro. I just say stick it to boxing. If Ogano, because he has a name and a following, yeah, I get it. Make your money, but going MMA, man, they better throw him a bag. Like PFL better be. But yeah, man, I want to see the real boxing fights. Like MMA shit, nah, bro. Like, there's no really money unless PFL. They got some,
You may
but
feel like it's your time,
that's a risk.
but it's not your time.
All right, champ. Appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. It's gonna help with the visibility of the show. Looks like we got General Camino. Shit, General
Yeah,
Camino, hold on. I got a counterpunch. Average boxing fan. My bad, champ. My bad. My bad.
do your thing, man.
Sorry, average boxing fan. I suck. I know. I'm one man, bro. I need a producer. You're gonna have to jump out, jump back in. It sounds like you are not connecting. Hit that thumbs up while we wait for the next caller to connect. Shout out to Mama Lobo with the fat $75. Appreciate you, campeona. No average boxing fan. Did he get upset? Oh, what up?
What up, bro? What up? Yo, was Mama Lobo fat shaming, dog? What's up with that?
She certainly
What's
did
up with the?
not think that Fury looked the part.
Well, Fury's never looked the part, man.
Mm-hmm.
When
Mm-hmm.
has this dude looked the part? Yeah, man. Like that fat shaming shit. Some of my favorite fighters were big boys, man. Chris Ariola, very entertaining. Fucking James Lights Out Tony, very entertaining. Bro, they're like UFC, two of my favorite guys were big boys, Cain Velasquez and Daniel Cormier. You can Google the motherfuckers, and they weren't your athletics type of body guys. And was she saying that boxers should cross into MMA?
No, she was saying boxers should go to MMA,
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
the
yeah. No,
Crawfords, the Rollies, like people with the
no.
background.
Yeah, I don't want to see Crawford in there with fucking Islam Makhachev. He would fucking beat the living shit out of Crawford. Bro, no. Yo, Islam was born, and by the age of 3, he was wrestling 2 grizzly bears, dog. No. Hell no. That's I don't want to see Crawford in there getting his ass beat by one of those dudes. Even by Charles Oliveira, bro. Hell no. I know we like to make fun of MMA fighters when they step into the ring, but I mean, boxing is just a one-dimensional sport. You know, you're just throwing hands, blocking, and all this. But when you go to MMA, dog, and you got to worry about these motherfuckers oblique kicking you, bro. That shit is career ending. John Jones is notorious for that shit. No, dog, like I don't want to see that shit. It's cool. We can make fun of these MMA fighters stepping into boxing, but I mean, it's safer than MMA. And if you haven't been doing MMA for a good amount of time, you're in there and you're gonna get fucking hurt. I mean, Connor, dog, I know a lot of people have him in high regards. I do not. I thought he was a fucking weight bully for a while. The dude never defended his titles. He was a really good striker, but when it came to the ground game, he was trash. Like that dude couldn't save his fucking life down there, bro. So no, I don't want to see no damn boxer in MMA. We've already seen James Toney, and he got his ass beat. That's it. I don't want to see that shit, bro. Like stop fucking even thinking about putting boxers in MMA. That shit's nuts. That's it though, bro. That's all I got.
All right, champ. Appreciate it. Oh, and General
You may feel like
Camino
it's your time,
is gone.
but it's not your time.
Let's see what we got. Don Juan Stunner, what up? Right? I think it's Stunner.
Oh, yeah, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Salute TVV. Now, as far as that Fury and Ngannou fight, yeah, crazy. I mean, I had a feeling it would be more competitive than people like made it out to be, because I feel like a lot of the strengths that we give boxers as far as in these like MMA versus boxing matchups, I think are more applicable to the lower weight classes than like heavyweight type divisions or whatever, maybe even cruiserweight. But like Nagano looked pretty good. I mean, I don't think it's too crazy to say that if somebody had him winning, that they're don't know what they watching. I mean, Fury's whole game plan. If you look at his original game plan that he stepped into the ring with, and then how like round 10 ended, I mean, he had to switch his game plan. You know what I'm saying? The thing that shocked me the most about Ngannou was like, if you remember that Dylan White fight, if you watched it, Dylan White started that fight the first round. He came out southpaw. First time he ever did something like that in his career. Looked very bad, switched pretty quickly after Fury, the speed was picking him apart. When Ngannou went southpaw, I mean, his jab and all that stuff still looks solid. I mean, the technique was there. I mean, he's definitely if he competed if he just like stayed in boxing, I mean, I'd say he's definitely already one of them. He's definitely a contender. It's not to say that he's unbeatable. Styles make fights, but you're talking about a dude who's arguably if he was to stay in boxing, he's arguably the number two or the number three hardest hitter in the division right now. Between Wilder, AJ, and him probably, right? Because Fury's only been put down like what by three people now? Wilder, Ngannou, and what's that dude? Cunningham. So I mean, he'd definitely be a threat. Now, as far as the MMA, this the PFL thing, they do like the one on one. I mean, obviously Wilder wouldn't be the favorite, but the fact that, what I mean, I'm hearing a lot of people call in nervous and all this shit, that's all the more reason to make the fight. Because if the fight gets made, y'all gonna be on pins and needles, but y'all gonna watch it though. And
I
just
mean,
just
do you
wonder.
really want to watch an MMA fight though? Is that what you're trying to
Oh,
watch?
let me just ask you something. If Wilder, a former, long reigning WBC champion, was to somehow pull off an upset and be the top MMA fighter, what would that say about
I
Wilder's
feel like it's your
career?
time, but it's not your
I
time.
don't know, man. I'm not in the MMA, B. I don't know. I mean, it would be definitely good for sure. I can't deny that. I'm just, I don't know. I would rather him be the top boxer, like AJ or Ruiz or, you know, Jarrell Miller, Jared Anderson, Fabio Wardley, Zhang, Dubois. Like, it's mad fighters he could fight. I got Price right, $10 super chat. At this point, it would be more beneficial for Usyk to take step aside for Fury 2. Usyk makes more money if Fury wins. Better Fury and Ngannou 2 makes more money than Fury and Usyk. Now, stock drop opposite of the shirt. Laughing out loud emoji. Now, you're right. Um, there's people that believe that now Fury has to fight Ngannou because the Usyk fight is not believable, and some don't even want it because he didn't look good in the Ngannou fight. So I see your logic. I don't know that it's gonna matter with that contract, but Price right back at us, and he's celebrating his 10th super chat on a live stream. Another $5, and he says Wilder would do good giving slaps on power slap champs, but not too well receiving as he didn't take Fury's slap hooks and slaps dented his head. It's so funny you say that because Wilder posted the UFC and people thought his account was hacked by Dana because he was like watching the slap shit and said he thinks he's got a career in it. James Benitez, he says, before Wilder fights Ngannou, beat Michael Hunter first. Show me. Nah, I wouldn't mind a Hunter fight. He calling out Wilder. I got Majid. What up? No Majid. We rang the bells obviously for Mama Noble, but we certainly forgot that 75, so they got to drop at least 3 bombs for that. Appreciate the support, of course. Majid, what up?
Yo, that shit back.
Back.
Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Uh, yeah, well, first off, like you said, they already got that contract going and shit, so it looking like unless they could figure a way to swivel out, but I don't even know. I don't think he could get out of it, but I don't know shit. But I feel like if he, like that shit, Ngannou, I think that if he was to fight fight Wilder, I feel like it'd be all that shit that's needed for a big fight for the simple fact that we done seen Wilder get hit, get knocked out, Ngannou, he done convinced the public, what I'm saying, that he could keep up with Fury, that's the dude that slumped him and shit. So I feel like it'd be a power versus power. I know Wilder be talking some, that African shit or wherever, Africa, whichever one, no disrespect, what I'm saying? But I just feel like, it's a sell market for that fight or whatever, and really for Ngannou with boxing, period, like other than Wilder Fury, he got AJ, they fucking Eddie Hearn interested with his own and all that. So I feel like that motherfucker, he just got the bag over here in boxing. And other than that, if he was gonna go back to his sport, I know he signed with those PFL people. I said Andre. John Jones got one fight left with UFC, then he out of that contract. So he could get a boxing match, wait for John Jones to do what he do, and then they could do that PFL contract or whatever, make big money there or just look like the man until John Jones fight and then do the PFL deal. So I feel like right now Ngannou just in a good position, no matter how we thought that shit went Saturday. I feel like he boosted his stock up and he boosted the MMA versus boxing stock up because now it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be believing that these niggas really got a chance and all that shit. So I mean, I can't. I just want the boxers to beat these niggas up anyway. So,
You may feel
I
like it's
want
your
them to
time,
keep coming,
but it's
so
not your
so
time.
we could show them, yo. We got to show them. But that's all I got.
All right. Champ, appreciate you calling in. General Camino.
Yo, nice. What's good?
Chilling.
Word. I feel you. Um, yeah, bro. Ferry fucked up this weekend. He let the MMA man get his foot in the fucking door, bro. Crazy as hell, bro. Yeah, three things Ferry fucked up with in this fight. One, although he won the fight, he fucked up because he didn't put on a master class. He was supposed to make it look good. Ngannou wasn't supposed to even be able to knock my man down, but Fury fucked up. Three reasons why. One, he didn't train for the fight properly. Two, the 10-month layoff. Three, the body type. Fighting that body type that he fought in Francis Ngannou, he should have trained for it, and he should have been in shape, like completely. There shouldn't have been no holes in his game, and then from there he would have been able to put on a masterclass. But that body type, I think, is kind of like his kryptonite. Because I went back in his box rec and I seen he fought Steve Cunningham, who has a similar body type as Ngannou, and he got I think a second round knockdown on Fury before he got knocked out on the seventh. So that tells me right there that Fury doesn't do well with those types of body types. So with that being said, he should have trained a little bit better for it. So with all of that being said, I don't think Ngannou should spin the block with Fury. I think that'd be a bad decision because the next time he gets in a ring with Fury, I feel like he'll be well more seasoned and a lot more skillful. He'll be on his A game. So I think the logical answer as his next opponent should be Wilder Wilder is the only opponent with the longest layoff, and out of all those three, I think he has the least as far as like boxing skill. What you think about that?
No, I mean I certainly want the Wilder fight. Maybe not for the reasons you named, but I certainly want the Wilder fight.
I mean, why do you want it if not like for what
I
I said?
think
Because I feel like,
I just feel Wilder is action, and he's gonna give us that, and that's what this fight was lacking. Like Fury was forced to box. Wilder's gonna fight regardless.
but that's what I mean by less skillful out of the three. Because not to say Wilder can't, not Wilder, not to
Yeah,
say
I mean,
AJ can't fight,
I
but
get, I
AJ
get.
has boxing skill and
I
will
mean,
lean on boxing
to
skill
me,
when that fighting shit ain't working for him.
but to me, Wilder has that too. I mean, I don't think anybody sets up the 1-2 better. I mean, if Fury set it up better, he would have landed it on Ngannou.
You're right. If he set it up better, but that's not really his go-to thing. Like, I don't think he does well with that one. So I think that's more of Wilder's thing. You feel me? But
Mm-hmm.
I hear where you coming from. But I definitely prefer Wilder as well as his next fight. It's the logical thing. And honestly, Wilder been out the ring long enough, so it'll be easier for Ngannou to fight somebody like that.
Yeah, I mean, based off the Arrow Hawani interview, it definitely sounds like Wilder is an option. I got Profound Dreamer $2. FYI, John Jones has 7 fights left on his PFL contract, and Supermax also said that he signed um, a 10 fight. So that's probably that. We got Jay in Dykeman. Listen, if you're on our landline and you're like, yo, what's going on? Because I definitely see a long distance number. You got to press 1. If you just did, ain't nobody going to you because we don't even know that you want to get on the show. You could just be listening. You could be running. You could be in the gym doing cardio. I don't know. You could literally be in Red Rock right now. So you got to press 1. That's going to let me know you're ready to jump on the actual show. And that's to anyone using the landline.
1 2 1 2.
Check, check.
Nest. What up, baby?
What's goody?
Yo, I've been listening to the show. I just ain't been trying to call in. Just listen to the other people who be calling in, give it a rest a little bit. But yeah, your boy, he eked that fight out. He eked it out. I mean, if you ask me, I think it could have been a draw. You feel me? Talk to me. I talk back.
I don't think it could have been a draw, but I could see that happening because the fight was that close.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And dude, as a pro fighter, he's 0-1. Like it's his first fucking fight. And he knocked out or knocked down Tyson Fury. Only other person that ever did that was my man's, your man's and my man's, the Brown Bomber. So I'm like, but I want to see the new style that Wilder's coming back with. Because I talked to some people in the camp when I was out there in Vegas. They used to come to the Mayweather camp. And they was like, yo, I was like, he got to learn the box. He got to learn the box. He got to learn to move. You got to learn some Ali shit. You can't just let Ali be there and show you all the ways to do this and don't take none of it. You gotta learn some of it. You feel me? That's GTO. Stop taking a puff and let's
I'm
answer
hearing
me.
you, champ. I'm right here.
I'm just saying, you gotta take some of that shit away. When I was coming up, I was the only boy in my family. I got 2 sisters. Anytime I get into a fight, if I go out there and fight, I ain't got no backup. So I had to learn how to fight. And you got to take some of this shit from these real good fights. You got to take some stuff from Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take stuff from Canelo. One of the greatest. Watch one day y'all gonna be like that old nigga kept talking about Canelo. Now they talking about he the greatest. Watch. Y'all got to take some stuff from him. Y'all got to take some stuff from Ali.
That's
Wilder
what
got to do that too.
that's what Fury did.
I'm
He
sorry.
took that footwork from Ali. Them feints.
Yeah, not just the footwork though, because you see
The
when he be
feints too.
dipping down and back. Yes, but when he be dipping down and back while he's in front of you, he's being very elusive.
Mm-hmm.
People's is not under. Yes, yes, yes. Devin Haney too. That boy gonna be great one day. Watch. You know, a lot of people talking shit about Devin Haney, but you know that's social media. Everybody's angry. I understand, but Devin Haney too. He gonna be great one day. Y'all gonna be looking at each other like. I think right now he could beat Tank. I think he can beat Tank right now.
Mm.
Devin Haney.
You may feel like it's your
But
time,
anyway,
All
peace
right.
to the gods.
Peace, Jay in the building. Trees Toledo.
Yo,
Yo, yo.
what up, though? Shit, I'm just like I just tuned in for real. But from the topic, you asking what Ngannou need next? I want to see Ngannou and Wilder. I mean, I feel like that's pretty well like him and like Big Bang or something like that. That'd be even a good fight for real. I like to see something like that. But if him and Wilder fight, if they do that shit in Saudi, you feel me, with all the production that Saudi was putting forth, fuck it, they might as well do Ngannou and Wilder with like a Wakanda back screen or backdrop or something, like theme the fight around something like that. They got to theme that fight though. I ain't
Eddie
gonna hold you. Like how they
Eddie
did.
Hearn want to do Nagano versus AJ in Africa and call it Rumble in the Jungle Dose.
Ooh, I like that. I ain't gonna hold you. I like him and AJ would be a good fight in Africa. That's pretty fire. The like they or name it like champions of the continent or something like that. You
Mm.
feel me? Some shit like I like that. Yeah, yeah. But I do like the theme. Like you gotta theme the fight though. Like that's like if Ngannou not going if we're not gonna take him serious as like a real boxer, we at least gotta we at least see him as a money fighter. And if you're a money fighter, shit, everything that you do gotta be a spectacle,
Yep.
an event. So yeah, I don't know. That's just how I'm looking at it. So yeah, him and Wilder or something like a Wakanda backdrop, some shit like that, or yeah, him and AJ, champion of the continent. Yeah, I'm with that. Or continent of champions, some shit like that. I'm with that. But yeah, yeah, that'll definitely be fire. Eddie Hearn got vision. I like that. But hey, I heard back earlier with the caller who said something about the women's boxing, Alicia Baumgartner and Amanda Serrano. Ooh, he's thinking. I like that. That was a good idea. I like that fight. We definitely need that in 2024. Something like that in New York or something would be hard, or maybe even Vegas to put on this. And that fight should be 12 rounds, 3 minutes. You feel me? Since they trying to make that a thing and bring that back, I would like to see that with those two women. But that's my call. Shout out TBV. Shout out Toledo, Ohio. Y'all know what the fuck going on.
Average boxing fan, $2. He said, "The fuck was Bill Cosby?"
90 seconds.
Yo, why y'all be playing callers out, man? I ain't even gonna say who Bill Cosby is in this guy's mind. We got Matt Bent, 100
you may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
on that champ level, sending at $5. He said, "Daily dose of Tanquil. Devin goes to sleep." Sleep emoji.
60 seconds.
Versus Tank. Wilder crushes Francis. Okay. Looks like we got. Ooh, I should know this. I know this, but I'm gonna have to double check. In the meantime, don't forget to hit that thumbs up while I get to the next caller. We're going to Ronnie Phoenix.
What's going on, Ness? How you doing, bro?
Chilling.
So I seen that breaking news earlier about the Wilder and Ngannou talks already from his coach.
Yep.
Um,
10
said
seconds.
yeah, I think it's a good fight, bro. I like it, man. I think I'll still rock with the boxer over the fucking MMA guy, bro. Fucking Ngannou really did. He did I was kind of with you, Ness. I was giving him more of a chance than you were, but I didn't give him no kind of chance like what he did. You know what I'm saying? He fucking went in there and he showed his ass, man. I still haven't got to see the whole fight 100% back. I want to say I watched like um almost the whole fight. I watched 1 through 8, bro. The next day, and I ended up having to leave again. But yeah, man, I watched all the undercard fights, bro. When it got to the main event, I had something prior plans, man. We tried watching it, but all that fucking concert and all that shit, man, we didn't get a chance. So we had a trunk or treat for the kids. You know what I'm saying? We had to get to. We got over
Mm.
there and I threw it and tried to catch it. You know what I'm saying? My homie had it on his phone, so we watched like the last round real quick. We were all surprised, like, when we got there, I was like, shit, it's got to be over by now. It's like, Fury should have already got him out. And he was like, bro, he goes, when I left the house, he goes, Ngannou was kind of put it off here. I'm like, what? And then I was like, I looked at the stats real quick and showed the knockdown. I was like, what the fuck, man? But yeah, like I said, I can't even say who won, brother. I haven't watched it, and I can't even front about it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen rounds, but I haven't seen the whole fight all the way through. Um, but yeah, I like the Wilder fight. I think Wilder, nobody can really stand up to his power, bro. And that dude would look real stiff and real tired at the like the second round. He was already breathing hard. You leave your mouth open like that and let Wilder hit you, bro. It's good night. You know what I mean? Now I was looking something up right now on Fury because I keep hearing everybody say that the only people that dropped him was Wilder and Cunningham, but he's been dropped like 4 times in his career, or he's been dropped like 6 or 7 times in his career, but like fucking 3 or 4 of them from Wilder. But he's been dropped by lesser names too in his career.
Yeah, there is
He
a
just he
lesser
gets up.
name. Someone sent that on a super chat. I forgot the name. It was, not
But
memorable.
when I'm looking, yeah, I was just looking at it right now. I might still have it up. But when I was looking, what's crazy, Ness, is have you guys ever noticed how many points Fury has been deducted in his career, bro?
Nah.
Man, I mean, if you ever get the chance, you know what I'm saying, just pull it up on BoxRec, bro, and start looking at his prior fights. This dude gets deducted a lot of points from a lot of his fucking fights for dirty tactics, man. I never looked at him really as a dirty, fighter. We know all the shit that they said
Yeah,
with
but how long are these
the Wall.
points? Because certainly in the last 3 years, I don't remember any points being deducted from Fury.
He got deducted points in the Wilder fight, getting kind of his.
Hmm.
Nevin Pavic,
Yeah, the dude
Fury
with the
down
P.
by a right hand to the head in round 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm telling you, bro, I started looking through it, and there was that's all I kept seeing was right here. Kevin Johnson, Fury lost a point for hitting on a break. His next fight against Stephen Cunningham, Fury deducted a point in round 5 for a headbutt.
I seen that fight too. He was
Um,
dirty on that fight. Even the knockout, he fucking put his forearm on Steve's neck and then hit him with the right.
yeah, and when he fought Klitschko, 11th round, shot behind the head, lost one, deducted 1 point. That's what I'm saying. It was a trip when I started looking through it right now, bro. I was like, damn, like, all right, you know
That's
what I mean,
why
maybe motherfuckers got
people
a point.
that's why people think that the elbow was real and not a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, boxers they do know them little tricks. You know what I'm saying? How to get that elbow through real quick on ongoing punch real quick, especially for somebody who's slower than them, like Francis was. But that's it, man. I'm like I said, brother. I've been busy, man. I haven't been really able to hear the shows all the way through. I haven't heard CYP in a minute, bro. I heard earlier people calling for CYP. I don't even know what's going on.
I don't know either,
But
bro.
yeah, man. That's it. You guys figure out the Benavides thing yet? You guys gonna have the show, the fight party or what?
I don't think so, bro. We've moved on to the Devin Haney. There was more interest in the Devin Haney luncheon than the Benavides fight party, unfortunately.
All right, you guys doing that in Cali, right?
San Fran, yes.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Ness, man. That's it, man. You guys have a good one, brother. Make sure everybody's hitting that thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe, man. You guys have a good night, brother.
You too, champ. Appreciate the call. And like he said, hit that thumbs up, man. You see me working. It's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Show a brother some love over her. You feel me? Who is it? Adrian in Brooklyn.
Yo, Ness,
What
what's
up?
good? Just cooling, man. Just listening to the show and shit.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm always talking this shit. Fucking, you think boxing needs to get one back or what?
I
Like, you
mean,
feel like we took a L or not?
look, I feel like all attention is good attention, man. You know, Fury got the win. He could handle the Usyk business and get the rematch with Ngannou.
No, I feel the same exact way. And I heard that this shit possibly did over like 1.8 million pay-per-view buys already.
Bad.
What you think? You heard it? You
If
heard anything like that?
I ain't hear shit, it's too soon, in my opinion, to see any bars. But if it's that big, you know, Fury fucked up signing that Usyk contract.
But either way, that's still a win for boxing overall. All those views and shit.
I mean, all that
That's
shows is that anytime boxing and UFC come together or MMA come together, you know, we gonna do numbers, and then that means that those crossover fights make more sense.
good. That's still good for
Mm-hmm.
the sport of boxing either way. The more
Absolutely.
eyes, the better. I don't see it as an L, to be honest. You know, now a lot of these MMA motherfuckers thinking they're gonna cross over and like possibly do the same thing and shit. It just brings more eyes to the sport, you know, because the sport was dying before. It's just more eyes to the sport. Like, so I'm like, you know, some people that think we took an L. Sean O'Malley's been calling out Tank for a minute. Let his ass get knocked out real quick. He'll earn a high payday, and that's gonna be another win for boxing. Some great views like this last one, and shit, bro, we're just gonna keep leveling up and shit.
How big is
That's
that
the way I
kid?
look at
I
it.
never heard of that kid.
I think they're able to fight in the same weight class, something like that. But he like a small dude in MMA. Tank is small boxing, so it's like they're around the same weight classes, I believe. Well, fuck it, let Canelo knock Conor McGregor ass out. You know,
Word,
they
Canelo
feel
and
really, if they
McGregor,
feel some type of,
they
if they feel
have
some
been
type of
talking
way
about
about
that
it,
shit.
you know what? Fuck it. Both of them make some easy money. Canelo do his thing, knock this nigga out, and then everybody will shut the fuck up. Stop trying to test the waters and shit.
Canelo said he'll
That's
beat
why
him
these
with one
MMA
hand.
dudes,
I seen that, he tweeted that shit.
yeah, that shit would be hilarious. But I think this is good for boxing either way. You know, of course these MMA dudes, they feel like they got one up and shit, but either way, it's good for the sport. It's good for the sport. More views. Bro, fucking, they had Cristiano Ronaldo there. Motherfucker got like 600 million followers. Yeah, that could be more eyes just because of him on the sport. But anyway, that's my call, Ness. I'm gonna tune in.
You may feel
All
like it's your
right.
time, but it's not your time.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Uh, let's see who's next. All right, all right. If you haven't already hit that thumbs up, go ahead and do so. I hope all my people on X Spaces have given us a repost or retweet, whatever they calling it these days. That is the last call. To catch me tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. right here, Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern, where we talk another one. If you want to recommend any topics that you want to see discussed on the show, join our community on Discord. Absolutely free and a great place to hang out because you got a lot of boxing fans there 24/7, so a lot of like minds. I'm putting that live link in the chat now. I don't know, these things expire, man, so usually one of your fellow TBV community members could get you a link if all else fails, but definitely uh, any topics you want to recommend, Discord is the place to do them. Remember, if you're in the city, hit me up so I could get you some discounts, codes for Hardin if you're a smoker. And yeah, man. Also, don't forget to check out Foodie Fit. They got 3 locations, opening up another one here in Las Vegas. I'm about to go fuck that chili up right now. All real, no lies. Up, last minute caller, never leave a man behind. Calls with a do.
Yo, Ness, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk back about the Francis and Fury fight, bro. I rewatched it, man. I only gave Francis the second round, the third round, and the eighth round. I wanted to give him the sixth round, but I just thought that Tyson Fury he was being more active with his jab and with Wilder versus Segano. Like I hope Wilder doesn't go to MMA because I'm telling you, bro, like he's gonna get ran through, bro. Like Segano, he's like a bigger guy than Wilder is. And MMA, dude, it's a complete different sport than boxing. I mean, like the fight I want to see, bro, is Wilder and AJ. That's the fight I want to see, and I would actually pay for it if it was pay per view. And also Fury and Usyk, I will pay for those fights. If Wilder fights Segano or Fury fights Segano again, dude, I'm gonna steal those fights again, bro. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Like, but yeah, I just wanted to like get off my this out of my chest. But like, I just don't want to see Wilder and Segano in the MMA world because it's gonna end up really bad, bro. It's gonna end up really bad. And also, since people want to see that Wilder and Segano fight, bro, I want to see. Fuck it, man. I'm just gonna start pushing for Alex Pereira versus Arthur Beterbiev, bro. Like Pereira, he fights at 205 and light heavyweight in the MMA world and Beterbiev he's a 175 pounder in boxing, but like 205 will be nothing for Beterbiev to move up. But yeah, that's all I got for you, Ness, because I have to go back to work. But thank you.
All right. Appreciate you, champ. Uh, that is everybody. Tip Bellis, $2 super chat. Ngannou versus Ruiz. I put that on the poll. Let's see what those numbers are looking like. On the poll, I have Wilder as 65% of the votes, AJ 19% of the votes, Zilly Zang Bang 7% of the votes. Andy Ruiz Jr. 9% of the votes. So he ain't doing that good. He ain't doing that bad because he ain't in last place. At least he's not in last place. But catch me tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Remember, any topic suggestions, drop them in the Discord, and you can actually at me, like just hit at the Boxing Voice, check this out, and then I'll get notified. So peace.